season-long journey follows a path to greatness. A destination. A dream. A quest for excellence. It's your time. A time to compete for a place in Nebraska sports history. Great moments are earned here. Play like a champion. Welcome to the NSAA State Football Championships on NET.
NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, is live from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2012 NSAA Football Championships. And tonight we wrap up our two-day state championship coverage action in Class B. The Norris Titans taking on the Gross Catholic Cougars. And hello again, everybody. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Husker Adrian Fiala. Great to have you with us, as tonight we wrap it up in Class B with a couple of teams who have not been to the state championship game in nearly 30 years. Gross taking on Norris. Let's start with Norris, and they've got a bruising running back.
Bruising running back, bruising offense. 10-2 on the year, rated number 7 in the state of Nebraska. Haven't been here to a final and won it since 1979. Now, they run the Maryland Eye. It can be a very effective offense if you have the right personnel, and they do. That young man right there, James Cougar, their senior running back, along with junior quarterback Jackson Reese. Kruger, leading rusher in Class B, Larry, last week in the semifinals ran for 230 yards, and the guy is just a bruising, tough runner. Reese is a quarterback who makes great decisions. He's probably one of the best athletes overall in the state of Nebraska. Going to present some really formidable problems for the Gross team. Now, their defense giving up 11 points a game, tough, swarm to the football. We've seen a lot of that in the tournament so far. Going to see a lot more of it tonight.
Anchored tonight by former Huskers. On my left, former Nebraska running back Damon Benning. And we're going to talk about a kid who's very versatile, the versatile Vigneri, Anthony Vigneri.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's a downhill runner. They like to get right at you, like 3D, shoulder square to the line of scrimmage. 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. And the weird thing is he leads them on defense as well. 97 tackles, 41 of them solo. With the team defense that they like to play, he gets by with a lot of help from his friends, mainly guys like Jacob Johnson, who have 6 interceptions, and it's a defense that's been hot. They haven't given up very many points today, or excuse me, this playoff season, right. And they look to continue that as they make a run at a state title.
So two teams we don't hear a lot about at the state tournament. Gross taking on Norris. For more on that, let's head down to the field, and here's Sean Callahan.
Guys, there have been a lot of great stories in this state football playoffs here the last couple of days. But I think one of the better stories I've seen is tonight will be the third father-son head coach quarterback combo in Tim Yonk and Zach Young of Omaha Gross. Earlier today, we had Jeff Beller and Jordan Beller at Norfolk Catholic. Then last night, Larry Martin and Zach Martin. And think about that as a dad. There must not be very many more special moments than that to be able to coach your son in a state championship football game here in Memorial Stadium.
All right, thanks very much, Sean. We are at Memorial Stadium getting set for kickoff of the Class B state championship. The Gross Cougars, Norris Titans both come in looking for their first title, as we said off the top, in nearly 30 years. Gross comes in at 11-1 overall. Norris Titans at 10-2. You can't take a look at history here or experience or point to one side of the football as having been here, done that before. So from the intangible perspective, it's about even.
Yeah. Somebody's going home a winner tonight, that's for sure.
I tell you what, if it's excuse me, Adrian, if it's any testament to who's been hot, even that's a toss-up. While Gross's defense has found a way to get it going, Norris's offense has started to heat up.
Yeah, Norris, as we said also at the top, Kruger in his last game, 230 yards rushing. He's feeling good about the situation, so he's got that hot hand, hot feet, and hot mind right now to try to get this done.
Kruger on the season at nearly 2,200 yards. We'll go over the 2,200-yard mark tonight. And really, you mentioned off the top, but Reitz and Kruger, those are the two guys we're going to see a lot in that Norris offense.
Yeah, and Reitz is a guy that, as we also said, yeah, he's a great baseball player. He's a Nebraska commit in baseball, excellent football player, basketball. He's just across the board tremendously good athlete, Larry, in every respect. So he's a guy that's he can hurt you with just his athletic versatility.
So the team's lining up, getting ready for the introductions here at Memorial Stadium. Waiting for the Norris Titans and the Omaha Gross Cougars. We've had a great 2 days here at Memorial Stadium. The weather could not have been any better for a couple of days for state championships here in Nebraska. We've had terrific conditions. It got up to 60 today for 2 games here at Memorial Stadium. This is the final of 6 games in which we will crown state champions at Memorial Stadium. Time now to introduce the athletes, and for that we head to Doc Weininger.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association, its member schools, and U.S. Bank, welcome to Memorial Stadium for the Class B State Championship game. Tonight's game features the Norris High School Titans versus the Cougars of Gross Catholic High School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in tonight's game. First, the starters for the visiting team, the Norris Titans. Number 1, Jackson Reeds. Number 2, A.J. Floodman. Number 3, Trey Hare. Number 5, C.J. Adamson. Number 12, Byron Hood. Number 14, Brady Johnson. Number 20, James Kruger. Number 21, Nolan Graham. Number 23, Riley Kentfield. Number 29, Aaron Doctor. Number 44, Nick Davis. Number 52, Kayla Duske. Number 57, Luke Monholland. Number 69, Jared Liesemeyer. Number 72, Jordan Vees. Number 74, Terrell Murray. Number 75, Tony Manelli. Number 80, Nolan Glow. Number 82, Preston Price. Number 83, Ryan Bellinghausen. Number 85, Andrew Helming. Number 87, Josh Gutzmer. Head coach for the Titans is Jim Jacobson. And now, please welcome the rest of the Titan players and coaches to the field.
Well, the Norris Titans come in at 10-2 on the season. Head coach Jim Jacobson in his 3rd season. Longtime coach in the area. He was at Waverly for 8 years, led the program there, and was hired down at Norris and decided to bring some of his old buddies with him. So we're going to talk about some of the old coaching staff, guys who've been around the game for a long time, who've been here before, been in state championships, led programs, have now stepped away from their schools and just giving back to football and really doing a terrific job down at Norris. Now time for the introduction of the Gross Cougars. And for that, back to Doc Weininger.
And now, the starters for the home team, the Gross Catholic Cougars. Number 3, Max Connor. Number 5, Jess Pospischal. Number 6, Jacob Johnson. Number 7, Matthew Sullivan. Number 9, Derek Dostal. Number 10, Nick Targhee. Number 12, Zach Young. Number 19, Brian Bomacher. Number 20, Nate Zimmerer. Number 21, Anthony Bigneri. Number 22, Zach Nickey. Number 34, Tyler Koroleski. Number 42, James Farnan. Number 44, Joe Kanan. Number 51, Chad Bertagni. Number 52, Pete Lundak. Number 60, Kyle Kunsel. Number 63, Ryan Kosel. Number 64, Zach Becklund. Number 74, Noah Arneson. Number 80, Nate Srnkovic. Number 82, Noah Banslaw. Head coach of the Cougars is Tim Young. And now, please welcome the rest of the Gross Catholic Cougar players and coaches to the field.
Ready to go in the Class B State Championship. There are the Gross Catholic Cougars out of Omaha, 11-1 on the season. The head coach, Tim Young, former Nebraska football player in his 7th year at Gross. 83-44 is his record. 13 years he's been a head coach, was at Loganview for 6 years prior to taking over the Gross Catholic program, and here is where they are located. Omaha Gross, obviously in Omaha, and Norris just south of Lincoln, south of the capital city. 10-2 are the Titans, 11-1 are the Cougars. Here's how they got here. Gross knocking off Scott and Elkhorn to get here to the state championship. Norris with the win over Gretna and beating Aurora handily, 52-13. Now for the introduction of our national anthem singers, we go back to Doc Whiting.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. At this time, we would ask that you rise as we honor our flag and our country with the singing of our national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight will be the Hastings High School Mixed Octet, directed by Mr. Tim Kennedy.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
And an outstanding job by the Hastings High School Mixed Octet to get things started here tonight. The final championship of the week. Norris and Gross battling in Class B. Kickoff coming up next on NET Sports.
Time Warner Cable is dedicated to the future of our nation's children. That's why we've launched our Connect a Million Minds initiative. We're asking adults to help us inspire kids through science, technology, engineering, and math. And we're achieving this through local partnerships with FIRST. Across the country, Time Warner Cable employees are helping bring FIRST robotics competitions to the areas we serve. The future of our nation and our children depends on math, science, and technology. Visit connectamillionminds.com to find out what you can do.
I know he's not talking yet, but I know what he wants.
Do you think she should be walking by now?
Oh, he'll grow out of it, won't he?
Delays in development can be tricky to spot, especially when you are so close to the ones you love. If you have concerns or just have questions about your child's development, the Early Development Network is here to help. The sooner you call, the sooner you can make a difference for your child. Call your local district or toll free for a free evaluation.
Hey, college doesn't just happen. There's a few things you need to do to find the school that's the right fit for you.
Yeah, like thinking about your career interests and then researching colleges that fit those interests.
And going to college fairs and talking with college representatives that visit your school.
And most importantly, you should visit the schools that interest you. After all, you wouldn't buy a pair of shoes without trying them on first, would you?
Coming to PBS, one of the season's most anticipated films. From Ken Burns comes a spellbinding and definitive epic.
You could see this rim of dust rising. It was dark, black, scary.
The Dust Bowl is a gripping oral history that's bringing our national past to life.
We always had hope.
The Dust Bowl.
Wednesday night on NET1.
Couldn't ask for a better night for football. 57 degrees, clear skies, a light breeze, and a half moon. Terrific night here at Memorial Stadium. Take a look at our officials for tonight. The Class B championship game officiated by Matt Powell out of Omaha. Bill McGuire is the umpire. Phil Dudley III of Bennington is the linesman. Line judge Chad Gillespie. Gary Freeman is our back judge. And all day long, we've had Rick Stromer as our red hat, our time official.
Way to go, Rick. Want to, before we get the kickoff underway here, Norris, kick coverage for Norris, very important tonight. I'll tell you what, Gross on the year has returned 5 kickoffs for touchdowns, also have a punt return for a touchdown, but 5 kickoffs, 4 touchdowns this year. So kickoff coverage for the Norris Titans, extremely important as we get underway here.
Bellinghausen to kick it off. Back deep, Zimmerer, Vigneri, and Sullivan. And it will be kicked deep and into the end zone. That's one way to stop those returns. Kick it into the end zone, and Gross will take over at the 20-yard line. Let's take a look at the Gross offense as the Cougars come out onto the field for the first time tonight. Zach Yonk is the quarterback. Vigneri is the running back. Korleski the fullback. Look for those three to have a big part in tonight's game plan. Nicky, Zimmerer, and Sirkovich is the tight end. Huckle, Bertagni, Beckland, Lundick, and Arneson up front. First down, they'll go to the air to Zimmerer. Zimmerer hit right away for a loss of 2. Defensively, nice play by Doctor. Well, the Norris Titans defensively, Vietz, Manelli, Murray, and Gutzmer up front. Backs and linebackers for the Titans. Graham, Reitz, Adamson, Doctor, Hare, Ludman, and Hood. Starting lineups for the Norris Titans.
I'll tell you right away, you want to keep an eye on Trey Hare, and eventually Gross is going to need to call the doctor. He'll be around early and often. He finds the football.
Second down and 11, the loss of 1. Quick toss inside. That's Zimmerer again. Zimmerer tries to get to the outside, but shut down by that Titan defense.
The leading tackler for the Norris Titans making that play. Jackson Reitz, 112 tackles on the year. There he is, number 1 on the ball club. He is the quarterback, as we talked about earlier, but nice form tackle right there. Got the head on the right side and brought the ball carrier down.
Tell you what, baseball scouts holding their breath.
Right.
Very anxious moments with every time he goes into contact.
Absolutely. You better believe that's true, too, David.
Dropping back to pass. Hits Zimmer out of the flat. Zimmer, gain of about 8, but it will be 2 yards shy of a first, and that'll bring up 4th down and short. Good solid tackle by Aaron Doctor, 52 on the year.
I think you'll see that all night. And don't be confused by the fact, as we take a look at the sprint out action here, that Igneri is their bell cow. We face Gross in 7-on-7. They're very adept at throwing the football. They're just efficient with it. They don't necessarily throw it when they have to. They throw it when they want to.
Back deep for Norris is A.J. Floodman. The punt by Max Connor. Connor rolling it inside the 35, down at the 33-yard line. So the North Titans with their first offensive possession. Titans will be led out by quarterback Jackson Reitz. Reitz will lead the way in a very ground-based attack for the Titans. Kruger, outstanding running back. Kentfield, the fullback. Floodman, Hare, the wideouts. Price is the tight end. Offensive linemen, Doshot, Beats, Monholland, Murray, and Leesmeyer. First down and 10, Jackson Reitz will keep it himself. Reitz right behind the big offensive line, and he's shoved back defensively by this Cougar defensive unit. Defensive ends, Sirkovich and Caden. Arneson and Bertagni are the defensive tackles. Nicky, Vigneri, Koraleski, Dostal, Johnson, Zimmerer, and Connor. Gain of 2 on first down, 2nd down and 8. Out of that Maryland eye, the give to Kruger. Kruger a gain of about 3, brings up 3rd down.
Again, that Maryland eye is an offense we really don't see a lot of, but if they have the right people, the effective people, the right personnel, it can be a very effective offense. They've got 2 people running up in there with Kruger and Reitz. And also you see number 44 right there. That's Nick Davis, the fullback.
3rd down. Call it 4. Option out of it, under some pressure. Hit hard is Reitz, and Reitz is dropped for a big loss.
I tell you, this will be one of the few games where you'll see all 22 players when Norris has the ball within about an 11-yard window as we take a look at the replay. Gross is a defense that hasn't given up very many points, especially in the second half of the season. With a gauntlet-type schedule, you'll see this early and often. They have controlled the line of scrimmage the last half of the season, regardless of the opponent.
Great play by Bertagni that time. Chad Bertagni, 103 tackles on the year, and he just outquicked everybody right at the line of scrimmage. Came up with a big tackle for a loss.
Jason Reitz in there to kick it away. Back deep for Omaha Gross is Zimmerer. Zimmerer will take it at the 30. Makes 1-man miss, runs into a second, and he won't go anywhere.
It's just great to see Nate Zimmer out there competing. An unfortunate accident with the head injury. Has spent a significant amount of time in Madonna with rehabilitation. Never thought he was going to play sports again, let alone a contact sport like football. Good to see that young man out there.
Just what's courage and persistence and just, I can do it. Really does mean, David, it's quite a character quality.
Insert Gross into those adjectives you just used. This is what this team is typified.
First down and 10 for the Cougars. From the 30-yard line, Yonk hands it deep. The give to Vigneri. Vigneri tackled after a gain of about 7 yards. Call it 2nd down and 3 from the 37.
Straight ahead ISO here. That's an isolation on the Mike backer. And the one thing you'll get with Vigneri tonight is not a lot of wiggle, not a lot of deception. For those folks in their living room, like I said in the pregame, it'll be like 3D. He's coming right at you.
As long as Tyler Koraleski continues to block like that, that play's going to pick up yardage just like you saw, 8 yards a clip.
2nd down and 3. The toss this time. Into contact goes Vigneri, but enough for a first down. So the first down of the game belongs to the Gross Cougars.
Gross using all parts of the field right now, early going. Probing, checking it out, trying to find a little bit of a seam or a crease or whatever it may be in that Norris defense. Norris defense Gave up 129 yards rushing on average this year, just 85 passing. And as we said at the top, 11 points a game.
Dropping back to throw is Young. Out of the flat finds Zimmerer. Zimmerer tries to put the spin on. Nice tackle out there at the flat. A bit shaken up after the tackle.
Leading with the shoulder there a little bit. He says he's okay.
Andrew Helmick.
You know, the interesting thing, I think patience will be the key word for both teams tonight. Both offenses will be content to take what the defenses give them, and both defenses are extremely stingy.
2nd down and 4 after the gain of 6. McNary, the direct snap, give it to Zimmerer on the end around, but it was blown up in the backfield by Josh Gutzmer. Gutzmer knifing through and making the play. We have a flag on the field as well.
Didn't get a whole lot better than that, guys.
They'll decline that block in the back. Probably take the negative yardage.
Gutzmer, Jr., 6'3", 185. Leads the team in sacks. 43 tackles make it 44 now on the year.
Left in the back. It's the offense. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So they'll back them up.
See, what would that have either been, a loss of 6 or a loss of 10 plus the down?
Go down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Guys, what's impressive about this Norris defense is Jackson Reitz is playing quarterback and linebacker. You don't see that very often, and when he was in at quarterback on that final hit there, he took a pretty good shot. You could tell he took a hit, but he is a tough kid. In basketball a year ago, he played an entire game with a broken wrist and didn't know his wrist was broken, and then he continued to play with the broken wrist the rest of the season. So you don't see it very often, that quarterback middle linebacker combination, but Jackson Reitz is a special athlete in that #1 jersey out there for Norris.
And again, attest to his athletic ability and how tough mentally the kid is.
Well, to bring up 2nd down and 21 after the penalty. Young back to throw. He pulls it down and will tuck it. Young heads upfield out across the 35 to the 36. Gain of 4 yards.
Norris 3 men on the rush that time. Damon dropped everybody else back in coverage and then able to pursue the ball.
Nice.
Create this long 3rd down.
A nice cat and mouse matchup. You know, Gross can empty the backfield and they can get in power eye. Very versatile offense. But the thing you see with Norris is they're so disciplined. You know, they're well coached. You know, they get lined up in a hurry.
Third down and 18 here in the first quarter of the Class B state championship. Young back to pass. Looking downfield, he's under pressure, flushed out of the pocket. Throws on the run, nearly picked off by Trey Hare. Out of his hands, and Gross will turn it over on downs.
Just a lot of pressure creates that problem throw. As Titans just continue to hang in tough defensively.
Flushed a little bit to his right. He wants to go to that trip side. And Trey Hare, I think, without question, is the best player in their secondary. Very active. He's a great tackler and a good cover corner as well. Tough kid. You can say that about a lot of these Norris players. Actually, both teams. They'll use the word tough a lot.
Punt on the way from Max Connor. H.A. Floodman waves everyone off. Takes a Norris bounce, and it's down at the 36-yard line. Hey, let's head back to last year. Quick flashback to the 2011 Class B state title game.
The Elkhorn Antlers upset defending state champion Crete in the 2011 Class B state championship. The Cardinals took a 17-14 lead after a 60-yard punt return by Corey Kalkworth with just over 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Elkhorn responded by converting on a key 3rd and long before senior running back Graham Navity took over, rushing for 106 of his 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Antlers would hold on to win the game 26-17, breaking Crete's 25-game unbeaten streak. Elkhorn was crowned Class B state champs, winning their first title in 12 years.
Boy, Nabity was a load last year in that game.
Yeah, that game was something else. And it took on his personality, that the fact that he stays the course. He got better as the game wore on.
Continued to pound away. Well, that's what the Norris Titans are hoping to do with their outstanding running game. And James Kruger, the senior running back who's rushed for nearly 2,200 yards on the season. First down and 10, and they'll give it to Kruger. Finds room up the middle. Kruger on his feet. Out near another first down, past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Lots of blue jerseys up front there, guys.
A little split back action.
Everybody in the box.
You get two in the hole, leading the way, and he gets to pick his crease, and they'll stay patient. They will not be deterred from this ground attack. It is what they do, almost regardless of score.
But Gross just dared him to throw the ball. Look at that. Again, everybody within 6 yards of the football.
Ball on the ground, picked up by Reitz. Good heads-up play by Reitz to scoop forward and pick up the first down. Second and short, despite the exchange fumble, they pick up the first.
Reitz and Mulholland and Murray up there in front. Offensive linemen trying to keep it under control. Mishandling on the ball, but heads up, first down. That's the kind of thing you want to have happen.
Quarterback Reitz sits low to the ground. He's very seated with that staggered stance.
And I tell you, when you got three people lined up back there, it's tough to sort things out.
Handoff to Kruger. Kruger still churning away after a short gain of about 3 yards, maybe 4.
Key in defense in Maryland. I remember Omaha South used to run a lot of Maryland I, and Schuyler, a lot of Maryland I. It's all about the run fits. It's not about keying individual players. It's not about the deception. It's about if you got A gap, you're in A gap. If you got B gap, you've got B gap. It allows the trickeration to be a factor. It's all about being disciplined as a defense.
I'll tell you what, as a linebacker, when you see that hole come open up, David, and you see one guy, the second guy, and the third guy, and maybe a fourth guy.
Yeah, you better see window film. Don't stand around waiting.
Right, yeah. Kruger again, and Kruger behind the bruising blocks of Davis, Kentfield in front of him.
Usually you can control your gap with one guy coming in and take care of business, but when you got maybe 2 or 3 or 4, whole different situations. You see a little tendon, a little cut, a little blood that come out in those situations. That's Reitz right there, Jackson Reitz.
It is Jackson Reitz being attended to. In their quarterback is number 7, Jordan Damkroger, the backup quarterback. Damkroger bobbles the handle but gets it back. And Kruger hit immediately.
I tell you,
very close to a first down.
Vigneri and Zimmerer, excuse me. Little combo right there, a little inside-out job. 20 and 21, great buds off the field, good tandem on the field.
And enough for the first down.
Vigneri just scraping right into the hole. Solid hit. No yards after contact. Very little, if any, gain. No gain.
Call it first down. Damkroger hands it off. Kruger piled up. Vigneri there once again.
And hey, don't blink as you take a look at the first quarter clock. Yes, that does say 2:28 on the clock. That's what you get with this football team as you take a look at the replay. 2 in the hole, just good old-fashioned power.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like last night's game. Each team had 1 possession in the first quarter.
They are still working feverishly on that hand of Jackson Reitz on the sideline as Damkroger stays in there. It looks like maybe a cut on the thumb that they're trying to get taken care of. Damkroger drops back to throw, rolling to his right, picked off. Throws it right into the belly of number 22, Zach Nicky. Nicky with his 5th interception of the year.
As we take a look at the replay here, it happens to the high schoolers too. Phillip Rivers had a play just like this against Tampa. When you're sprinting out, you don't see him playing underneath because he's not in your sight line.
There's Jackson Reitz trying to get him mended and healthy and get him back into the ball game.
Back into the game now for the Cougars is Zach Young. Gross seeing if they can take advantage of the turnover. Yonk with a nice sidestep, still alive. And Yonk out near midfield and enough for a first down. Biggest carry for Yonk on the evening, a gain of 12 yards.
You might see Gross as we take a look at the replay here. It's just good old-fashioned quarterback follow me, and they run it to the tight end side away from the split receivers. So you get a strength call away from where your wideouts are. Watch the tight end to this side to be a factor in the passing game as this game moves forward.
First down and 10, ball at the 49-yard line of Gross. Yonk will hand to Vigneri. Vigneri, nowhere to go. Great defensive play led by Jackson Reitz. So Reitz back in there.
Just in time with the thumb repair. Take a good look at it right there. Stop the bleeding. He's ready to go back.
It doesn't look like he's feeling all that great, though, eh?
Well, Sean Callahan talked about how tough the kid is, and we'll continue to see that here as this game moves along.
You get the sense if he can play basketball with a broken wrist, he can play football with a cut thumb.
He will.
Second down and 10. No gain on the carry. Over the middle goes Yonk. It's tipped in the air and incomplete. Nice job defensively to get the hands in the air by number 75, Tony Manelli.
I'll tell you, vintage punch pull here is, well, the whole key to being a good D lineman is being able to use your hands. Good quick strike, punch, pull, got his hands up in the air. And he's a long guy too, so any sort of push he gets, his length only grows as he gets closer to the quarterback.
Something I would like to see more of with young guys. Manelli is 6'6" and 215. He gets those arms up in the air. That's a heck of a barrier to try to throw over. And more young players ought to try to get those arms up.
Yonk to shovel pass inside to Vigneri. Vigneri, not much there. Once again, filled by C.J. Adamson, number 5, along with the other linebacker, Aaron Doctor.
You will be calling the doctor quite a bit.
There's some guys who play occasional football. Let's go down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Yeah, guys, dinner got out here. The steaks are off the grill. Practice is out for the Big Red. So Taylor Martinez and a few of the guys made their way here in the stadium. And within the locker room, there's a little bit of bragging rights going on for Norris. Justin Jackson, Nebraska starting center, is a Norris alum. And for Gross, C.J. Zimmer, Nebraska starting fullback, whose younger brother Nate is playing here in the game tonight. So a little bit of locker room bragging rights between Zimmer and for the guys in this game tonight, so it'll be interesting to see, but good to see some of those Husker players out here taking into this Class B game tonight.
All right, thanks, Sean. The punt fielded at the 10-yard line, and immediately we had a block in the back, a flag on the field. They will mark that back half the distance to the goal against the Norris Titans.
For a football team like Norris, starting inside your 10-yard line,
block in the back
is
on the return team.
It affects you a lot different than it does somebody with a different kind of offense. It doesn't change what they do.
Right.
And they're still going to be who they are.
Exactly. It's just unfortunate. Usually, the old standard in football, don't field it inside the 10. Well, it was about the 8 where he caught that punt. Sometimes
put your toes on the 10 and don't go backwards.
Put your heels on the 10, and exactly. That's exactly what you need to do. You have to go backwards with your heels on the 10. Let it go.
Backed up inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Out of that Maryland eye. Give to Kruger. Gets up inside there. Zimmer meets him in the hole. Stops him after a short gain.
I really like the way Nick Davis, number 44 at fullback, uses his hands. He's a striker.
And that will do it for quarter number 1. The Cougars and the Titans scoreless in the Class B championship. 12 minutes in the books. 12 more to go before half. We'll be back in Lincoln in just a moment.
Healthcare reform is bringing change.
But one thing that won't change is our commitment to you.
We're Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
And you can count on us.
You can count on us to be there when you need us.
Animal agriculture is vital to Nebraska. Livestock production not only contributes to our food supply, but also helps our rural communities. Livestock provides revenue for schools, creates jobs, supports Main Street, and enhances the future for farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Board's Animal Agriculture Initiative works to encourage growth of responsible livestock enterprises to benefit agriculture and Nebraska.
NET Sports coverage of the 2012 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, applauding the dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship of Nebraska's high school athletes. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nebraskasoybeans.org. By Time Warner Cable, inspiring young people to build the skills they need in science, technology, engineering, and math to become the problem solvers of tomorrow. And by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services, reminding you that a concussion is a brain injury. For information, go to dhhs.ne.gov/concussions. Back in Lincoln at Memorial Stadium, no score after 1 quarter of play. Norris Titans inside their own 10, 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4 on the carry by Kruger. They'll give to Kruger again. Kruger out past the 10-yard line to about the 11 to bring up a 3rd down for the Titans.
And for them, that's staying on schedule. 3rd and 3 or less is, or 4 or less. That's a manageable down for this offense. Doesn't keep you from having to turn pages on your play call sheet. You can still be who you are.
3rd down and 4. There's a look at head coach Jim Jacobson.
That's assuming it's more than 1 page.
Kent Field, Davis in the backfield in front of Kruger. The toss to Kruger. Met in the hole. Very close to a 1st down. Out near the 14.
Where's the spot?
Is that a left foot or right foot spot, Ed? Looks like he's short.
Yeah, it does look like.
Oh, he's got it.
Wow, it doesn't look like it from here.
No, he must have had a bad angle.
My goodness.
I want to remind everybody, go to our NET Sports Facebook page right now, and if you send us your comments or post your comments on our Facebook page, your posts could be seen live on the air. They automatically feed right into your TV screen, so log on to facebook.com/NET Sports and join in the conversation on NET Sports and our state championship telecast. We'd love to see your comments posted on our Facebook page. Give him a 1st down. Ball on the ground, and Gross is on top of it. Recovered by Noah Arneson.
Just wonder if that thumb was a factor there.
Now that's the 3rd time that a quarterback has had a tough time with the exchange. You know, it didn't matter if it was Dan Kroger or Reitz. Both have bobbled the snap now, and that's the 2nd time Reitz has bobbled it.
That just came up.
Yeah, and he's staying with it. I don't believe that to be a quarterback issue. He stayed with it.
Never got the handle of the football.
So big turnover inside the 15-yard line of the Titans, and that Titan defense needs to come up big now. Here's Young at the quarterback. The give to Vigneri. Vigneri picks his hole, finds his way down to the 11-yard line, a gain of 3.
If you're a fan of tackling and good run fitting, watch these safeties come down into the hole. It's a thing of beauty, and we say this a lot, and it seems like every time we do Class B, we always talk about tackling, whether it was Aurora or Crete or Elkhorn a year ago. The tackling.
Oh, they're always the hard-nosed kids.
Just very, very good.
They're always the hard-nosed kids. That's kind of characteristic of the class. The whole layer.
Orleski in the backfield. The direct snap to Vigneri. Vigneri out of the Wildcat, spins away. Down close to the 5-yard line. A late flag comes in at the end of the play. Not sure if it was holding a face mask or a late block in the back.
They use him in the Wildcat quite a bit. It's a face mask, and that's their little wrinkle. And he can throw the ball too, so don't kid yourself. He's not one-dimensional when he gets snaps back there.
Face mask against the defense. Half-a-yard penalty. The yards will result in a 1st down.
So you give the turnover and now the penalty.
Get out of the field to shine.
You know, guys, both these teams are so equal and they're playing so well on these playoff runs that the coaching staffs on both sides said the key will be who will get that break or that turnover in the red zone area. And right now, Gross got that first big break in this ball game. Let's see if they can capitalize here at 7 points now.
First down, goal to go from the 3-yard line. The give to McNary. He's got a hold. McNary in there for the touchdown.
Not much doubt about that one. McNary with the speed that he has, coming to the short side. Norris looking for something going the other way, but McNary just goes up inside. Excellent block up there by number 34, Tyler Koraleski. And that's the second time he's blocked more than just twice, but second time we mentioned his name is very obvious blocks on the play for a TD.
I'll tell you, and Gross has found something. They were using the tight end trade to kind of dictate strength, and now what they found, as we take a look at this extra point, is now you'll see ISO open to the open side away from the tight end, because it looks like Norris is a man short to the weak side. You watch, nobody will fit into the run fit. I think that's what the tight end trading was for all first quarter, was to see if they could get those guys to play to strength. Well done by Gross's coaching staff from up in the booth.
Looking to practice that center quarterback exchange to get that down after the turnover. Max Connor missed the extra point, so 6-0. Hey, real quickly, it's time now for our NSAA championship trivia. Be the first person to email the correct answer to sports@natnebraska.org. You'll win a Big Red Wrap-Up t-shirt, size XL, and the Wrap-Up logo mug. Our trivia question for Class B is, who holds the NSAA Class B playoff record for the longest punt return in a game? First correct email to sports@natnebraska.org wins the t-shirt, Big Red Wrap-Up mug. Remember, just one winner per household during the 2012 championships.
Well, I know who it wasn't.
Is that right?
Yeah, a lot of guys. You know, that whole series of the scoring that we just saw happen here all started with a fundamental breakdown and fielding a punt when you shouldn't. And began with that, then you had the turnover and then the penalty, and it just collapsed in that process. And Gross gets the touchdown, misses the point. So a long way to go.
Now we've seen where these extra points and this whole kicking game phenomenon has loomed, has turned to be fairly important. We won't want to be dismissive of that missed extra point,
right?
Especially in a game that we assume will be close here down the stretch.
Back deep is Byron Hood along with A.J. Floodman for the Norris Titans to kick it away. Max Connor. First points of the game coming in the second quarter, and Connor trying to keep it away from a dangerous kick return. The Titans kicks it out of bounds. So it will be the Titans taking over at the 35-yard line. Big turnover by the Titans team.
Norris is elected to take the ball on the 35-yard line.
And there's the explanation. So a big turnover by the Titans leads to the Gross touchdown and the penalty late. 6-0. Cougars on top here. 9:52 to go in this Class B state championship.
Taking a look there at Jackson Reed's thumb. He has a little bit of tape on the very end of it, and up there on the wrist, but that's about it. Shouldn't impede him all that much.
First down and 10. Give to Kruger, steps over one blocker out near the 40-yard line. Gain of 4 on first down will bring up second down and 6.
I've seen the Maryland Eye succeed more when those backs are more off the quarterback, and then you send them off guard or off tackle, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, bing, bing, bing. Really creates the pressure on the defense to sort out the players, get to the football. And I've seen more success with them rather than right up there on the backside like you see now.
Reeds hands it off to Kruger. A little bit of a hole there. Kruger squirts through past the 45, out near the 46-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
I tell you, as a defense, you cannot really necessarily read guards.
That's just good cutting right there by.
It's good, real good vision. Just a little subtle, we call that a sub, just a little S cut. Nothing drastic, stay skinny. Both tailbacks, whether it's Kruger or McNary, the first guy is going to struggle one-on-one with either one of these backs.
Give to the up man. First carry for Nick Davis, number 44. And Davis with a nice gain on first down of 9 yards. He's up second down and 1.
So every now and again, you got to feed the beast. So they throw the big guy a bone, a little trap here.
This is not unusual for Davis, though. 660-some yards, 4 touchdowns on the year. That's a 70th carry on the year right there. So just trying to surprise that Gross defense, and they did. Nice 8-yard run.
And Norris staying on schedule here, 2nd and short.
Give it to him again. So Davis, the big guy, has some room, and he rumbles inside the 30-yard line, down to the 29 on the carry for Nick Davis.
Nice little adjustment here, especially if Gross, as we take a look at little misdirection, split dive, but out of the 3-back look.
Great tackle right there, number 20 for Gross. Coming up, Nate Zimmer making the tackle. He's at 95 this year. Important one right there, 90. If he doesn't make that 96 tackle, he might go all the way.
See, that's why you can't read backs. You have to play run fits, because with the split action, even out of the Maryland eye, if you're counting helmets, you're in trouble. You got to get to your run fit. He saw a split flow, so your linebackers got to be real slow to go. That's just kind of an easy, little memory deal. Split flow, you got to be slow to go. If you're to the backside, you can't be in a hurry.
Gain of 17 of the play by Nick Davis. So the Titans putting together a drive out of the Maryland eye, and it's the Cougars taking a timeout.
We used to run a drill. 4 guys, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. One of them had the football, and you were the defender. You had your back to them, and on the whistle, you'd flip around, and here they come at you, and you had to figure out who had the football very, very quickly. Tough drill. A lot of times you'd get drilled on that play, and that's what happens down there.
Let's go down to the field to Sean Callahan.
Guys, you saw Gross's defensive coordinator, Mike Flipwitz, also their varsity baseball coach, out there really firing up those guys, trying to tell them to settle down after that touchdown drive. I think Gross got a little high. He said, guys, settle down. Just play your keys. You can tell after that touchdown drive they came out there a little bit different defensively compared to what they've been showing here the first few possessions.
And I think that's a good point. You have to play against this type of offense. You have to play with controlled aggression. There's the tendency to want to creep and guess and play downhill. Then all of a sudden you get a little misdirection, or you get a little trap, and you get gashed.
3 straight carries for Davis. That was a gain of 5. They'll give to Kruger this time. He follows Davis into the hole. It looked like he was piled up, but falls near that first down. We talked with Jim Jacobson earlier about his quarterback, Jackson Reitz.
Well, our starting quarterback's Jackson Reitz, really great athlete, junior. So we have him for 2 more years yet. But great kid, good leader, good head on his shoulders, makes great decisions, and distributes the ball well.
And Nick Davis on this drive, we mentioned 3 straight carries for 30 yards, averaging 10 yards a pop out of that fullback spot. They'll give to Kruger. He'll follow Davis into the hole, and enough for a first down on 3rd and short inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line.
Boy, they're just hammering between the tackles, working over that left side pretty well earlier. Taylor DeShot, Jordan Veets, and Luke Monholland on that side, and now you see Kruger going over Terrell Murphy, and over on that far side is Jared Leesmeyer. But again, that offensive line just getting a good surge, a good first push on that Gross defensive line.
First down and 10, ball at the 13. Give to Davis. Davis hit immediately by Vigneri.
They're on a stunt there a little. They brought both inside guys trying to hit those run fits on the fly. That's how Vigneri gets about 100 tackles a year, and make that 43 that he has on. So look at him hit this thing on the fly. Beats the block. Guard can't let guys play across his face like that.
Anybody touched him.
Yeah.
And an injury timeout called as Monholland, the center for the Norris Titans.
That's who Vigneri played through. Had to snap the ball and come off quick. Got whipped right at the point of attack. Maybe that's why he came free so clean.
No doubt about it.
So here's Jacob Bornschlegel now. Bornschlegel at center for the Titans. And a go on the exchange. Reitz holds on to it. He'll be tackled at a loss of 4 yards.
Yeah, drive
so often
as a coach.
Yeah, it's happened so often when a new guy comes in, just haven't worked a lot. Take a look right there. Looks like he hit him right in the hands. But again, it's a different feel. A different feel under center.
You work shoots, you work 7-on-7, you work run fits. And in the money moments, we're talking about a snap, the quarterback center exchange.
So big play here, 3rd down and 10 from the 13-yard line. And a timeout called by the Titans. 5:19 to go before half, and Jim Jacobson will take a timeout to talk over this 3rd down. I want to remind everybody you can log on to your Facebook page, then go to ours at facebook.com/NETsports. Post your comments, and they'll show up right on your screen, just like these. Your post could be seen live on the air, so log on to our Facebook page and join our conversation during the state high school football championships. Last one of Monday and Tuesday of the 2 days. Class B state championship. We've had 5 great games, including a phenomenal game last night in Class A. 14 points scored in the last 2 minutes of the game. Back and forth battle. Damon Binning sounds a bit hoarse. It's because he was on the sideline of Omaha North last night.
Is that where I was?
Probably feeling some residual effects.
I like how you keep trying to find ways to remind me.
Now, the viewers at home would be interested. Let's go down to the field to Sean.
Guys, as you watch this backfield play, James Kruger just needs 52 more yards tonight, and he'll be the leading rusher in the entire state of Nebraska this season for all classes.
Get rid of it, and the turnover on the interception.
That's getting out of your comfort zone. 3rd and 10 is not staying on schedule, getting a little bit out of character, especially in the red zone. Leads you to do things you ordinarily wouldn't do. And now as we take a look at the replay, you can't throw the ball up for grabs here, especially in the money zone.
Well,
now you find yourself down 2-0 in terms of giveaway takeaways.
They give up the great scoring opportunity, and that all caused by the pressure from the Gross defense. They were coming strong right at the middle, put the pressure on Reach, and well, there you saw what happened.
Zach Nicky with that interception, his 2nd interception of the night and 6th interception of the season. There's Vigneri with the big hole out past the 14 near the 15-yard line, close to a 1st down on the 1st down carry. Give him 9, call it 2nd down and 1. And a shifty Anthony Vigneri. Over 1,000 yards on the season, 12 touchdowns for Vigneri. Zach Young will keep rolling forward. Did he get enough for the 1st down? He's right at the marker. They'll mark it right at the 15.
Got it by a nose.
And they're going to give him the 1st down. Inside 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in this 1st half of play. Nicky bringing in the play to the Cougar offense. First trip in a long time for both of these teams here at the state tournament. Nearly 30 years for both as the give is to Vigneri.
I'd like to see him keep that outside. Get on the hip of your puller. That's good old-fashioned tag with the guard and tackle.
Zach Young, the quarterback for the Gross Cougars. We chatted with his dad and coach, Tim Young, before the game.
Well, Zach is our starting quarterback. Is a 2nd-year starter for us. Happens to be my son too, which is an interesting dynamic always when you're coaching your own son. But that's been a fun experience. He's a kid that's thrown for over 1,000 yards. He's thrown just under 70% completion percentage, and runs our offense very, very well. And so he's done a great job managing that offense, and hopefully we can continue to do that tonight.
A gain of 7 by Vigneri on 2nd down and 5, picks up the 1st.
Just saw him scatter the defense right there. Good open field run to break a couple of tackles and get a first down again. He just methodical in how he does it.
I think that was Vigneri out of the Wildcat, and what he does is he makes you play 11 on 11 when he's at the quarterback spot.
Vigneri hit immediately by Manelli up front. Tony Manelli with the tackle.
Extracurriculars, that's going to go against Boyce.
3 flags thrown late.
Might have been Zimmer. He was giving somebody the business, driving the guy to the ground. He's a tough kid that plays with a little bit of a mean streak.
And the personal foul against the Cougars.
So
that'll back him up.
Composure.
Yep.
Well, that Wildcat, and you might ask why you might go to it when Yonk runs well from the quarterback spot. Why flip-flop and put a tailback in at the quarterback spot, but it brings those safeties into play. You get guys numbered in the box, and then it's about matchups, and they're figuring their 11th player, the ball carrier, Vigneri, is better than your free safety.
They've been right a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, they've had some success in that. They'll stay with it.
So backs them up 15 after the play, so a gain of 2. Back them up 15, brings up 2nd down and 23 now for the Gross Cougars. There's Vigneri. And a timeout called by Omaha Gross.
Hey, you got anything in your playbook for 2nd and 23?
Well, I do know this. Zach Kanicki was over there talking to coach. He brought the play in, split out here wide to the left, and with a slot man right next to him. And then when they set the defense with that formation, offensive formation, that's when they called timeout. So they were comfortable with that formation. So we'll see if they come back with it here and go from there. But yeah, it's a long ways, fellas.
You try. How cute do you think you get here with 246 from your own 15?
Well, you absolutely got to be very, very careful. But this is not a territory to try to do something you haven't done before.
Right.
And so let's see if they don't pass the ball very much, as we said earlier. Just 91 yards per game. Not so bad, but not enough to really be, like you say, cute with the play. But Kanicki brought the play in, and looked certainly like a passing formation. I got to think that they would try to look at something that would get a big receiver in that inside seam and take it from there. So here comes Kanicki again down below. It's a little different formation this time.
Once again, 2nd down and 23 on the option to the left. Young keeps it himself out past the 20, near the 25-yard line.
He's crafty.
Good game by Young.
Just, little subtle moves, little slippery, little wiggle. Still getting vertical, though. I like when guys can make moves while they're gaining ground.
He's always heading upfield. And again, as we discussed, they weren't going to do anything that was out of their comfort zone. Just maintain security of that football. 3rd down now. They get to play like they had last time. Maybe they get it up there close and make it work.
3rd and 13, 223 and counting. You still got to value the football.
So from the shotgun now is Young.
I like this formation.
Makes the give. Young rolling to his right, looking for his fullback out of the backfield, and it's batted down. Nice play by Jackson Reitz, the quarterback / linebacker for the Titans.
We talked about his overall ability. Good play action here. Trying to get the ball out in the flat there, but Reitz says, I got you clocked right here, my friend.
That's good athleticism right there on the fly.
Great play.
He was a terrific athlete. 4th down and 13, now into kick it away. Punted away is Max Connor. Connor averages 32 yards per punt. And a good opportunity for the Norris Titans to take over in good field position here. Connor kicks it away, high kick, taken by Floodman. Floodman heads up the field, runs straight into the defender. Sullivan there to take him down at about the 46-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 46. Great field position to start a drive.
Start a drive and hopefully put one up on the board. Larry, is this team hanging in there tough? Both teams playing extremely tough bang football, but they'd certainly like to used this last minute and 54 to put one in.
This would be a good indication of how aggressive Norris wants to be. Will they get out of their comfort zone with this kind of field position and a little bit of clock?
You saw the numbers there on the Titan offense. 17 carries, 70 yards. 0 for 2 through the air. A turnover. An interception. A couple.
Once again coming with that counter back to the left. Open up action, makes it look like the play is going right. They counter back with Nick Davis, the fullback, and he's going over there behind the Doshad and the Veets, picking up good yardage. He picked up 6 yards that time.
Second down and 4 for the Titans. Reitz rolls to his right, looks downfield, has a man across the middle wide open, goes down the field. Just led him a little too much. A.J. Floodman was there. Make it Trey Hare was there.
If there's a big play to be made in the passing game, I believe Freeball is going to be the guy to do it. He's a great defensive back, and he gives them some explosiveness from the vertical passing game when they want to go to it.
It's like the ball just kind of slipped right out of his hands right there. Clearly out of bounds.
Third down and 4. Hey, real quickly, coming up at half, we have a chat with Rhonda Blanford-Green, the executive director of the NSAA. We'll also talk about the U.S. Cellular Cup. First half highlights and statistics. Reitz with the carry. Reitz very near a first down on 3rd and 4. Gets down to the 44-yard line, which is what he needed to make the first.
Oh, and Reitz took another shot, Larry. Got him right in that backside on the right side of his back. Yeah, go ahead.
They'll measure. Just right there. He's slow to.
He's hurting.
Yep.
Looks a little bit short.
It makes you wonder what could be ailing a kid that would cause him that kind of discomfort that has played through a basketball game with a broken wrist.
Right.
I mean, it can't be good.
Right.
Yeah. Especially when he got a reputation for
being tough.
Big old tough kid. But sometimes you get a shot back there on the back end, and it's.
They get a lot of toughness from that guy right there.
You've been through it.
Now this is interesting. Gross can throw the football. Do you roll the dice here 4th and short and give up this kind of field position with him? Well, the answer is yes.
I would, yeah.
So 4th down and 1, 1:05 to go before half.
The only thing you worry about, David, is mishandling the ball.
Guards are covered up.
Reitz under center. Has the snap, takes it himself, and Reitz set up for the first down.
I actually like that pause. You see quarterbacks kind of do it more now instead of taking the snap and getting forward right off the bat. They kind of at least take a split second as we take a look at it to read. Where's my crease?
Let him commit, and you adjust from there. Nice one.
I don't mind it. Sometimes you see guys just put their head down and kind of push the pile, and a lot of times that doesn't work.
Clock running now inside 45 seconds. Titans driving. The screen caught by Kruger. Kruger breaks 1 tackle. So a lot of bobbled snaps and catches, and still a gain of 4.
It's about the 3rd time tonight that the snap to the quarterback has not worked properly, and that really just disarms the play.
And it's disrupted the timing, and there's no more a timing play than a screen. And you saw Kruger, if you read his lips, he said, "Get the snap, get the snap."
Well, I'd love to hear from you. You can send us an email. Let us know what you think about our coverage of the NSAA High School Football Championships. We certainly value your opinion, appreciate you watching us, so please give us your opinion of our statewide coverage. Also let our sponsors know. Send your comments to sports@netnebraska.org. Thanks for watching the State Football Championships here on NET, NET HD, and online across the nation. As you know, NET is Nebraska's home for sports. Second down and 5. 28 seconds to go before half. Titans down 6-0 with the ball in Cougar territory. Reitz with the snap, drops back, looks downfield, got a man near the end zone, caught, touchdown to Byron Hood. Reached to Hood for the touchdown. 38-yard strike, and we're all even at 6.
That was just straight speed.
Deadly with deception. It's almost like a backside post running away from the sprint out action. It gives the DB a bad angle. I'm not so sure he didn't catch that. And there's no instant replay in high school, but I don't believe he caught that football.
We'll probably see it again, but Byron Hood just ran past the safety, straight speed route.
Oh, I don't know.
Bellinghausen in to kick the extra point. It is up, and Bellinghausen knocks it through, and with 21 seconds, the game-leading touchdown. Watch one more time.
Another angle. I think let's look here. I think he catches it, hits the ground, the elbow's down.
I don't know, bud.
And the ball comes out.
Well, that's the great thing. Even if we had instant replay, they would not reverse the call on the field. Inconclusive video evidence.
There you go.
Touchdown, 7-6, Titans on top.
In that end zone.
Says Nebraska fan.
That same end zone.
7-6, Norris on the big play from baseball player to baseball player.
I tell you, and so that was done by design. The post was going away from the sprint out action. It gives the cornerback a bad angle to play a ball back over his head. And there goes that point that we talked about. The missed extra point.
Right.
And all of a sudden, when you've seemingly almost dominated the half, you find yourself getting ready to go in trailing, barring a miracle return.
Problem is, the situation 7-6. I mean, still anybody's game, and will be anybody's game as we move into the second half. Nothing to panic about or go from there. But, you know, guys, we've seen so many games over the years in our careers where the missed extra point is a factor. Right. And it just seems like it always works. It comes up that way.
Yeah, and whether it turns out to be paramount or not, you know, the fact is that if you're gross, you got to feel like you've outplayed Norris, and you're going to somehow go down at the half. It's a psychological thing sometimes.
Cover the kick now. That's the important thing here.
Bellinghausen kicks it deep. Zimmer has it, and he's got room. Out past the 30, past the 35 to the 36. Nice return by Nate Zimmer.
We talked about earlier, the gross Cougars have returned kicks 5 times for touchdowns, kickoffs for touchdowns. So again, that's why when I talk about cover the kick, it's what we mean right there. Cover that kick and restrict it. The best thing, as you said, Larry, the previous kickoff, kick it in the end zone. Eliminate it.
Elkhorn Antlers would appreciate 8 if you did not mention the kick returns of the Cougars again.
I promise I won't mention anything.
Elkhorn was beaten in the semifinals by a kick return with just seconds left. And that's what sent the Cougars here to the state championship.
Good job right there by Josh Gutzmer. Watch him come left side right here. Swims underneath that attempted block and hits the quarterback just as he's about to release it. Causes the ball to just go crazy up in the air and incomplete.
Second down and 10 seconds to go before halftime. Yonk will take a knee and will run out the clock. So we will head to the halftime locker room. A turnover led to the Cougar touchdown and a long pass from Reitz to his baseball teammate Byron Hood for 6. Led to the Titan touchdown. And it's 7-6 at the half. Let's go down to the field to Sean Callahan. Sean.
Obviously a tough inning there to the first half, but still a lot of positives for your guys there with the turnovers and some of the plays you guys made there.
Oh, we're doing a nice job. I mean, we've got to sustain some drives. Our penalties are hurting us. I mean, on offense. So we've got to just settle down, and get rid of those penalties. If we can move the football, and we got to find some things. They're trying to cut the ball back a little bit. Kruger is, and we'll find some answers.
Done a good job of getting him in those 3rd and long situations. How important will that be in the second half to make them get out of their comfort zone?
Well, that's of utmost importance, because that's what that gets them out of rhythm in terms of offense. And so we're going to continue to win try to win first, second down, and get them off the field so that we can get some offense going.
Coach, best of luck second half.
Thanks,
guys. Back up to you.
Thank you to Tim Young for spending a few moments with us heading into the locker room. We head to the halftime of the Class B State Championship. It's the Titans on top, 7-6.
Get involved in high school activities. For fall championship ticket information, visit the Nebraska School Activities Association's website.
We'd like to say we have the good life in our state, and for more than 40 years, Nebraska Public Power District has kept the good life running smoothly for Nebraskans. We are driven to go above and beyond with a spirit to provide reliable, affordable electricity with outstanding customer service each and every day. Because in the end, we want to make the good life better for all. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
A diesel-powered engine on a farm works hard and operates in a grueling environment. Soy biodiesel fuels stand up to the challenge of powering farm equipment, but are also renewable and environmentally responsible as well. The Nebraska Soybean Board is committed to encouraging the use of soy biodiesel to protect the environment and sustain Nebraska's agriculture. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff, growing opportunity from the ground up.
NET Sports coverage of the 2012 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska. We're here where you are, and we're working for you. By the Nebraska Public Power District, applauding the dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship of Nebraska's high school athletes. By Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And by Nebraska Child Find and the Early Development Network of the Greater Omaha area. These programs provide resources to parents concerning developmental milestones not consistent with peers their age. Information available at 888-806-6287. And welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We are at halftime of the Class B State Championship. It's 7-6 at the half. A great game here in Class B. The Titans leading the Cougars. We are pleased to be joined by the new executive. Can we still call it new? The new executive director of the Nebraska School Activities Association, Rhonda Blandford Green. Welcome to the state. I know you've been here for a while, but officially welcome from NET.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So why don't you tell us, catch us up to today. I know you were an athlete here at Nebraska. What have you been doing since then, and what led you back to Nebraska?
Wow. I guess after I left here as a Nebraska Husker athlete, I went on to run a little professional track. Missed the 1988 Olympics by a lean, and decided that I didn't want to be a hurdler the rest of my life. So went into some administrative opportunities in athletics, and 16 years of Colorado in the association, and then having the opportunity to come to Nebraska. So that's what brought me back, is the opportunity to work in high school athletics for a state that I love.
16 years in Colorado is with that association. Why come back to Nebraska?
Well, I think that, you always look for the perfect match, and the opportunity to bring some leadership ideas to Nebraska. Nebraska was looking to move into some new leadership areas, and then to have the connection that I have with my background. But just really, I'm here to complement what the current membership and what the NSAA staff is already doing. I mean, they have a great base, and really I'm just here to bring some ideas and maybe to just empower people to move forward with those. But it was already good before I got here, so.
Let's talk about some of those ideas. What kind of things would you like to bring to the NSAA? What kind of new things? What's on the horizon?
I think, 4 months as of 2 days ago, I've been in the position, and I think that I haven't changed on just who we are. I think sometimes it gets muddy. We had an interim for 2 years, and I think being able to follow in his footsteps and take some of his initiatives, but really just redefining what high school athletics and activities mean in the state of Nebraska. I mean, that's changing a different mindset from club and all the other things that are out there about we're educationally based. So when you say some of the initiative, it's really just redefining and educating our audience and our membership on who we are. I think we need to be looking at moving forward in some technology areas, making sure that, you're in the media, just people expect to have information more instantaneously than they do at this time. So I think, and then again, always making sure that we're on the forefront of educational outreach, whether it be on concussion education, on training coaches and officials, just to make sure that the product that we're putting out there is at the highest of standards. So.
I know one of the ideas that you had brought to a recent Board of Control meeting, you talked about emerging sports and how do we identify sports that are emerging and could potentially become sports. Talk about that process and your experience there.
Wow. Just recently our board made an approved ruling to have some kind of template for how we look at emerging sports. And so what's been approved, and I can only paraphrase because I don't have it in front of me, is that, we're going to look at years of participation, number of Nebraska student participants that participate in that particular activity. Look at if there's rules and regulations on a national level, so we're not reinventing the wheel, making sure that even if we have interest in one gender area, that we're not looking to add a sport that would put our schools out of compliance on the federal level. So emerging sports, again, you have to look at what the needs of your membership are and what kids are interested in. And so we definitely now have a process in place where we can look at opening, maybe expanding that horizon to reach another set of students that maybe don't play basketball and football and some of the more traditional sports.
Yeah, terrific opportunity and terrific process. Well, let's talk about, you had a leadership summit. Let's talk about that. That just finished recently.
Yes. The one thing about the Leadership Summit is it's not just the NSAA. It is the NSIAA, and it really is spearheaded by the Nebraska Coaches Association. I call it the trifecta. All of us are out there and we're reaching all of these different groups. And so we're talking about coaches, we're talking about administrators, and we're also talking about the student participants. We had the opportunity to maybe touch over 1,000 kids through the leadership of Darren Boydson with the Coaches Association. And I had the opportunity to just really hear some great speakers from, Jamie Williams at UNL who talked about his experiences and then, his culminating its success. And then we brought in speakers from Ohio and just really the opportunity to really talk about the sportsmanship message and then having kids take that back to their schools and implementing it. So it really was my first experience with that, but I walked away fired up and wanting to come up with a sportsmanship tag that we send out throughout Nebraska.
Right. You're heading down on the field to make some presentations at the U.S. Cellular Cup. Are you excited about that? Tell us about that.
I am. You know what? The one thing that is in Nebraska that is just so powerful is our corporate and marketing partnerships and how they are really involved in really making sure that we're recognizing some of the stellar student athletes that we have. And so U.S. Cellular is one of those, U.S. Bank is one of those, Farmers. So Bud Dahlstrom in our office has done a great job to make sure that our corporate partners are on board with us with our mission and really looking at academics as a complement to the athletic piece that you see on the field. So.
Yeah, some terrific programs. Rhonda, we appreciate your time, and we at NET certainly say congratulations. Welcome to Nebraska. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much, and again, great to come back to Nebraska to complement what's already being done. So, thank you.
New Executive Director of the Nebraska School Activities Association, Rhonda Blanford Green. We are at halftime of the Class B State Championship. We'll be back with highlights and statistics coming up next.
You know, many years ago when I was about 8 years old, I got the opportunity to watch a box turtle behind my house lay her eggs. And watching that turtle go through all that effort, it just piqued my curiosity, and I wanted to learn more and read more. My entire job is science. I want children to get connected with science and utilize the technology and the engineering abilities, because each one of us has the ability to change the world.
To find out what you can do to inspire a young person, visit connectamillionminds.com.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
I know he's not talking yet, but I know what he wants.
Do you think she should be walking by now?
Oh, he'll grow out of it, won't he?
Delays in development can be tricky to spot, especially when you are so close to the ones you love. If you have concerns or just have questions about your child's development, the Early Development Network is here to help. The sooner you call, the sooner you can make a difference for your child. Call your local district or toll free for a free evaluation.
Power Drive Electric Car Program gives high school students a hands-on way to apply studies, learn about electricity and energy efficiency, and develop skills that will benefit them throughout their lives. Nebraska Public Power District encourages students and teachers to get involved. Schools have the power to make it happen. For information on Power Drive, visit oppd.com or nppd.com.
Welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska, Memorial Stadium on the campus of the University of Nebraska at Lincoln. We are at halftime of the Class B State Championship. This is the final championship of 6 that we've covered for you over the last couple of days. It is 7-6. You saw the scoreboard. Titans on top of the Cougars thanks to a touchdown within the last 20 seconds. Let's take a look at some first half highlights. The turnovers were a problem early for the Titans. They had 2 interceptions. Nice nifty move here by quarterback Young. They were able to... Go ahead, Ed, sorry.
Little shovel pass right there, and then you see McNary taking it in. He's tough to deny when you get down close. Good job by Jackson Reitz right there to recover after the ball went to the turf. And here's the big bulldozer going through Nick Davis.
Nick Davis had 3 carries, 30 yards at one point on one drive. Got him down there in range, but then they turned it over. And this is the big play right before the half.
Byron Hood on the catch right here. A catch or no catch?
Well, it's called a catch.
It's called a catch by the referees, and it's on the board.
7-6.
Yeah, it's on the board, so we'll call it a catch. And there are the numbers.
Titans have been effective, 139 total yards to 87 for Gross. Any other numbers jump out at you in that bottom column, maybe?
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah,
and you somehow find yourself with the lead.
Yeah. 3 turnovers by the Titans.
Pretty amazing when those kind of things happen.
Right.
You give it away 3 times and you end up with a lead.
I tell you,
it's a 1-point lead. So.
You wouldn't assume that if I said, hey, Larry, who do you think had more total yards going in at the half?
Right.
You would not have guessed that it would have been Norris. At least I wouldn't have.
Yeah, probably not.
It's football.
It's a game.
And now we've got one. And we knew, I mean,
could be a good finish.
Going in, I told Larry, I said, the first one to 10, I think we'll win. And the way both these defenses have been playing, and Gross is holding true to form, as is Norris. They've answered the dinner bell. This is their first time since '79, not only in the state finals, but with a playoff win.
So now time for a special presentation down on the field. You might have heard us just chat with Rhonda Blanford Green about this. So for that presentation, we go to our public address announcer. Here's Rich Broderson.
The Nebraska School Activities Association and U.S. Cellular are proud to recognize outstanding achievement by high school activities programs in Nebraska. Since 2008, the U.S. Cellular Cup has been presented to schools winning the annual NSAA All Activities Award. This evening's U.S. Cellular Cup presentations for 2011-2012 will be made by U.S. Cellular Field Marketing Manager in Nebraska, Megan Goki, and NSAA Executive Director, Rhonda Blanford Green. Introducing the U.S. Cellular Cup champions last year in both the Class D All-School and Boys Division, winning 2 U.S. Cellular Cups, are represented by Athletic Director Robin Groney and student Amber Bernheide from Howells High School. Representing the Class C All-School and Boys Division winners, winning 2 U.S. Cellular Cups, your Athletic Director Rick Petrie and student representative 2012 graduate Colin Petrie of Kearney Catholic High School. In Class B, another winner of 2 U.S. Cellular Cups in the All-School and Boys Divisions, your Activities Director Mike McMahon and student Zach Migban from Scott Catholic High School. The final 2-division winner from last year, the Class A All-School and Girls Division champions, are represented by Activities Director Dave Gillespie and student Easton Edmond from Lincoln Southwest High School. Claiming first in the Class D Girls Division for the 3rd consecutive year, represented by Assistant Athletic Director Michaela Beller and 2012 graduate Taylor Bender, is Lindsay Holy Family High School. The Class C Girls Division U.S. Cellular Cup champions for the 4th consecutive year, your Athletic Director Gary Pitts and student Rachel Rambor from Columbus SCOTUS High School. Accepting this evening for the Class B Girls Division champions, our Activities Director Roger Ortmeyer and student representative Brittany Check from Elkhorn South High School. And finishing first for the 4th consecutive year in the Class A Boys Division, represented by Director of Athletics Dr. Dan Schinzel, is Creighton Preparatory School. On behalf of U.S. Cellular and the Nebraska School Activities Association, congratulations to the 2011-2012 U.S. Cellular Cup champions.
Wow, love the dramatic music. That was outstanding. So here are your all-school division award winners for the 2012 U.S. Cellular Cup. Howells in D, Kearney Catholic in C, Scott in B, and Southwest out of Lincoln in Class A. Girls division, there's your champions in all classes. And then in the boys division, U.S. Cellular Cup winners on the boys side in each class A through D. Second half still to come from here at Memorial Stadium. Class B state championship. The Titans and Cougars in a battle at 7-6.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
For others, it may have just been a summer job. But for me, it was training. Now I'm an Air Force pararescueman, and my job is to save lives. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
The Great Plains in its moments is every bit as remarkable as the mountains or the seashore or the canyons, not just of this country, but of this world. This is a gift. It's our job to be good stewards and take care of it.
Great Plains, America's Lingering Wild, Sunday night at 8:30 Central on NET1 and NET HD.
Back at Memorial Stadium, let's go down to Sean Callahan.
Guys, joined here with the Norris head coach, Jim Jacobson. You got some momentum there at the end of the half there with that touchdown. What did that do to your guys in the locker room there?
Oh, it's just, we gave them a little bit of life there. We're going back and forth punting and finally got something going there. And the kids are ready to play the second half.
You had to expect this, though, a hard-fought field position type of game. Two teams that want to run the ball. What's going to break the second half for either team here now?
Oh, just like the first half, mistakes. The team that makes the fewest mistakes and tackles the best probably going to win this thing.
Third and longs, those were the situations where you guys threw those interceptions. How important is it that you guys continue to stay on schedule and keep your offense in those third and manageable situations?
Yeah, we got to we got to do well on first down. And that really helps. But we'll be okay.
Hey, Coach, best of luck here in the second half.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Guys, back up to you.
The Nebraska School Activities Association wishes to thank the following sponsors for their support of the NSAA Championships: U.S. Bank, Farmers Insurance, U.S. Cellular, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and the U.S. Air Force. At Memorial Stadium, the Class B State Championship here in Lincoln, Nebraska, along with Damon Benning, Adrian Fiala, Sean Callahan down on the field. I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us. We're about 2 minutes away from the second half kickoff, and right now, guys, the momentum certainly swung the Titans' way with that big play right before half. Gross won the toss. They elected to receive, so they're coming out. The Titans get the ball again, and you get the ball to start the second half. A little momentum right before the half. Jacobson likes what he's got going on.
That's when we'll see, guys, whether or not that makes a big difference as far as how that momentum went. If they can capitalize right out of the chute here, obviously make a huge difference. But Damon, sometimes the ball swings both ways very quickly, and it's tough to control it. But again, Norris trying to capitalize on that.
I'm a body language guy, and I'm watching both teams warm up, and then I'm listening to both interviews. I like what Coach Young was saying. He was very confident that he had an idea of what Gross needed to do at the half. His delivery was one of assurance. Now we'll see if Norris can counter, because they're the team that will change the least. Right? They're going to continue to do what they do. Execution is of the utmost importance for that offense.
We are at halftime, about ready to kick off for the second half between Gross and Norris. It's 7-6, Titans on top.
High school football is the heartbeat of communities across America. The game unifies and has had an enduring effect on the American society. Football coaches instill accountability, discipline, leadership, values, and a work ethic. High school football is a training ground for America's future. Support your team.
Back at Memorial Stadium, Norris and Gross, two teams not familiar with state championship action. Titans won a title back in 1979. They have not been back in the championship game since '79. Norris never won a state championship. They were here in 1983, finished as a runner, maybe not here at Memorial Stadium. That was before the games were played at Memorial Stadium, but certainly in the state championship game in '83. They're looking for their first ever title. So two teams, one will walk away with their first title ever or in a long time.
Somebody's going home happy, and somebody's going home sad.
Always seems to work that way.
Yeah.
Now Norris, hopefully they can control that turnover situation. Gave it away 3 times, but still have a 1-point lead here at halftime, as both teams now taking the field, getting ready to get the third quarter underway here. An entertaining game thus far, a good tough bruising battle down there.
And Gross to kick it off. Here's Max Connor kicking it deep. Ball will be taken at about the 12-yard line by Trey Hare. Hare spins out of one tackle, out past the 25 to the 27, now past the 30. Good second effort by Trey Hare. Here comes that Norris offense. That Maryland I formation that Jim Jacobson said when I took over the head coaching job 3 years ago at Norris, I knew I wanted to run principles of this. This was the offense I wanted to run. I told his offensive coordinator, I don't care what else you do, you got free reign, but we're going to run a base offense out of this Maryland I. Kruger, the running back, at the top of the I. He gets the toss. Two lead blockers out in front. Nice job out there. On the tackle, it was Zimmerer just holding up the line long enough for help to get there, and Zimmerer making the tackle.
These cut blocks on the backside, is these bigs just wall defenders off, allowing Kruger to get to the edge. They're well coached up front from Norris. They know exactly who they are and who they want to be.
Gain of 4, second down and 6. Reeds hands it off. Kruger again out near the 40-yard line. That will bring up third down and 1.
Talk about staying on schedule.
Moving it right up, almost had the resemblance of some sort of stretch play in a way, but he thought maybe Reeds was going to take it and go, but he got it out to the flank and handed it off to Kruger. That surprised him. It picked up, almost got the first down.
Maybe when you talk about staying on schedule a lot, you mean don't get behind the down and distance. You want second and mid, third and short. Keep moving the ball, getting your chunks.
There it is. And it doesn't take much in third and 1. A little bit of a line surge and a downhill runner like Kruger, who's made a living falling forward. You got to like your chances in third and short.
Good blocking up front there by Carroll Murray and Jared Leesmeyer to help that situation, help achieve that first down, move the sticks. Let's go again.
Did mention Monholland, the center, back in there for the Norris Titans. He was injured late in that first half. Back out there now, the give to the first man through. That's the big fullback, Nick Davis. Davis leans forward for 1, maybe 2.
Good fit by Zimmerer.
When that play doesn't happen quick down there, or if they don't come back in a bit of a misdirection, play's relatively easy to stop with that first with that big back through there. But
when you tell that to the bigs down there, they've got to hunker down and stop the run game.
Well, let me tell you, it's easy to find that football when it just happens that way. But if he's coming back on counter action or some sort of counter move, it's a lot tougher to make that play.
Second down and 9. The keep by Reitz. Reitz has some room. Nice pitch late out to Kruger. And Kruger with a first down. Good decision by Reitz to carry it out there to the edge.
A first look at a different play. And the old trusty, reliable option here.
Did a good job of staying in balance. That's 4 extra yards of not giving yourself up. Look at him get skinny here and tightrope the sidelines.
16-yard gain on the carry by Kruger. Coach says he's just a great kid. Great student, great person. Says you talk to him and it's not like having a conversation with a normal teenager. He's just very mature for his age. In fact, he's considering Colorado School of Mines, terrific academic school.
Yeah, they don't let guys like me go to school.
They don't let me on campus. I've never seen them. Second down and 10.
See Gross's answer. You see them starting to stunt and slant a little bit up front. Stunted right into that trap.
Good spin by Reitz, but can't escape the tackle. Good stop by Vinieri.
You see how he leads the team in tackles. He's very smart. He understands how to diagnose, and then once he does, he fits in the run game quickly. Not a lot of dinking around. He gets downhill in a hurry.
That'll bring up third down and 9. 42-yard line of the Cougars. Rolling out to his left, under pressure, fires it. Great tip at the last minute to prevent the tip by Nicky. Zach Nicky batted that ball away.
Receiver there on the route. Deep out route here.
Right now we're at advantage gross. We see that down in distance. It was 3rd and 9. That is not staying on schedule, and therefore Norris is out of their comfort zone a little bit, and Gross was able to muster a stop. This spread punt formation is very interesting to watch. A lot of things that Norris can do out of this.
Especially with Jackson Reitz as your quarterback. Jason Reitz. Reitz kicks it away, taken at the 21, fair catch, and that's where the Cougars will take over. Let's go out of the field, Sean, with a special guest.
Guys, I'm standing by here with starting Nebraska fullback C.J. Zimmer. His brother Nate Zimmer just fielded that punt, C.J. And this game is emotional for you, obviously a Gross High alum, but for your brother. He suffered a pretty tragic accident back in April and was able to overcome it and get cleared. Just tell everyone the story and everything your brother had to go through to get here tonight.
Right, yeah, it was during soccer season, got into a little bit of a car accident, and he was actually in a coma for a couple days, and didn't really know, what was going to happen. And he kind of battled through, kind of like he always had, as a kid, and came down here to Madonna and rehabbed himself back and kind of surprised everyone, and has been able to be completely healthy here this whole season and really be kind of have that in the back of his mind that, life is short, you're not always going to be able to play, and he's kind of taken that with him all year and really used that to drive he and his team the whole season, I think.
If you look on his arm, he has that 411 on there. That was the date of the accident. How much of that kind of served as inspiration to the guys on this team to get here tonight?
Right. Like I said, one thing like that really shows you, how fragile it is. One injury, one thing like that can take football away in an instant. And I think he and his teammates have kind of rallied around that, and it's been really cool to kind of see that on his arm. And it's just a reminder, always in the back of his head, in our head as well, that, it's great to be able to see him out there when he might not have been able to before.
Now, you personally, you're having a great season, starting fullback right now for Nebraska, doing a great job out there. Just talk about where this team's at for Nebraska as they get ready for a big game on Friday in Iowa City.
Right, obviously we got a short week this week, and the team's been playing really well. Obviously we had a lot of close games there. It was good to kind of be in the front seat there last week against Minnesota, and just been trying to work hard every day, battling with the other fullbacks, trying to compete with them and make them better along the road. And things have worked out for me. I've been putting a lot of time in the film room, and things have paid off that way, and really paid off for our team. Everybody's kind of doing that, and hopefully we can get a win here Friday and make it to the Big Ten title.
Justin Jackson's a Norris guy, you're a Gross guy. What kind of locker room battles are going on between you guys this week?
Nothing too bad. I think I'm a little bit more involved than he might be, with the ties of my brother. But we actually played each other when I was a junior. We beat his team in the playoffs in the first round, so we got a little bit of bad blood there, but nothing too serious.
Hey, CJ, thanks a lot, and good luck this Friday at Iowa.
Thanks, Sean.
Guys, back up to you.
All right, thanks, Sean, and thanks to CJ as well. Good interview by Sean.
Great story, isn't it? Yep. Great story. Inspiring story. Inspire yourself and your teammates. Incredible.
The completion from Young to Zach Nicky picks up the first down. That'll kick it out to the 29-yard line.
It's that Wildcat.
Vigneri with the carry.
Well, that's a great tackle because there was a play to be had right there. Outstanding. Coming downhill from the safety spot was Reitz. I tell you that, and this is you don't see this very often. You take a look, watch Vigneri, and the first guy gets him. Well, that's outstanding as a tailback where you're cringing. You don't ever want a tackler to get to your legs clean like Reitz did.
Pickup of 3 by Vigneri. All at the 31-yard line. Quick toss out of the flat. Nicky has it. Out near a first down.
They've got that component to their game. I referenced earlier, they throw it when they want to, not when they have to. Their passing game is pretty complete. Yonk is a kid that can make every throw, and he's got weapons. He's got 3 guys on his team with over 30 receptions. He understands how to spread the wealth.
So 3rd down and 1. for the Cougars. Gross first possession here of this second half. Again to McNary. Puts his head down and bangs across the 40, out near the 45, and a first down.
Once again, Koroleski, watch 34. Right side of your screen, boom, he takes out Reese. The ball carrier runs by 2 other tacklers and picks up the first down.
When Gross is in the 2-back with 1 tight end, that's their best formation. They go slaughter where they put the 2 receivers away from the tight end, and they can go open or closed downhill. They got a lot of versatility out of it.
Koroleski in the backfield. The quick toss out of the spot to McNary. He's got some room near the sideline. McNary with a move at the 40, picks up another first down, a gain of 16 yards on the pass from Young to Anthony McNary.
You like that play with McNary. We've seen it a couple, 3 times here. This evening is, see Young just 2 steps back, drop it, and let McNary just get out in the open and let him go and make what yardage he can. And did a great job that time, most of it on his own.
Play was sprung by Nicky. Good block that sealed the edge. Got a good seal block on Hare. Allowed big.
The Cougars driving down the field here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars trailing by 1 at 7-6.
I like this, Nicky. He's played good defense. He's unselfish on offense. Had a couple tough catches. He blocks well in their screen game. He's a tough kid. He's got a wiry frame, but he gets in the guys pretty good.
He's had a good year, too. A lot of tackles, 72 tackles on the year. He picked up 3 sacks, 4 interceptions. Rangy kid at 6'3", 175, and a couple of fumble recoveries. So, yeah, tough kid. Senior.
I like his game. He does a lot of different things. You don't have to change your personnel and move him around. You can still block, you can still throw the football. You don't have to get too specialized. He can do it all.
So Jim Jacobson takes the timeout for the Titans. Their first charge timeout here in the second half.
Gross seems to be getting in a little bit of a rhythm here. Norris needs a splash play here on defense to stem this tide.
I believe that's just why Jacobson took that timeout. The toss to Matt Sullivan. Sullivan, the junior running back, 230 yards on the season. He picks up the first down.
These guys
upfield
block out here on the perimeter. These wide receivers, what's the lead block here by the fullback?
Took care of Reach right there.
And everybody else, you see orange on white, orange on white, orange on white. That's how you get running creases like that downfield, especially on slower developing plays like toss.
17 yards on the carry by Sullivan. Give to McNary. 1-yard line.
Where the real estate gets a little bit tougher to pick up, but this Norris defense, again, pretty tough against the run this year. Sort this one out here is time to pull their neck if they're going to keep their position in this ballgame.
How quick is this quarter dissipated?
Rolling out to his right, looking downfield. Good pass, but incomplete. Trying to find Nicky on that near sideline at about the 15. Will bring up 3rd down.
Coverage was there. Aaron Doctor. Just in case.
We haven't called the doctor in a while. There he is.
The doctor is in today.
Yeah, he's curing what ails. I can tell you that, because they needed a big play on defense to set up this 3rd down, and there he is. Good look at Trey Hare right there. Another good football player.
3rd and about 8 here, guys.
4:14 to go in the 3rd. Big 3rd down play as the crowd starts to get into it. The toss out to McNary, looking for the hole. McNary cuts it back, got some room. McNary inside the 15, down to the 13. Shouldn't be enough for a first down.
Great patience. He's out here on toss. They run it. It's almost like extended stretch. Watch him set up his blockers.
There's Koraleski again, taking on perhaps the best athlete on this Norris team. That's Jackson Reitz.
You see him stick that foot in the ground and get vertical right away. That's an outstanding job by a tailback, knowing right where that first down marker is. Left foot, plant, and push.
McNary picks up the first down. First and 10 from the 14. McNary again finds a hole. Leaps over the line, down inside the 5-yard line. Goes McNary.
Huskers might recognize that play. A little power G.
Tell you what, they're
backside guard. Watch him come pull around. Nice short set, kick out, fullback leads. That is
block. Look at the block up front there, though, by number 52, Tyler Goshaw.
Yeah, playing the guard spot. Outstanding job.
He took Reitz again out of the play. That's 3 plays in a row now. I'm not sure. Jackson was holding his arm earlier in this quarter. You know, he's had the thumb injury, the back injury, and now the arm side.
Toss to McNary, and he's shut down in the backfield. Murray there with the stop. Terrell Murray, the 6'1", 215-pound senior. He's a 4.0 student looking at Colorado School of Mines next year as well. A couple of bright ones out here, don't they?
Yeah, one's not named Benning or Putney. I'm sorry, did I speak for you?
Safe engineers is what we're talking about here.
Just fine. The timeout called by Gross. Well, the Cougars with their first charge timeout here this second half.
Taking their time to get it right. You know, you want to go get paid right here when you're in that money zone.
We talked earlier, guys, about the Norris coaching staff, the Norris Titans. Jim Jacobson became the head coach about 3 years ago, and when he was putting together his staff, he just, like, he pulled out his old black book and said, all right, who have I coached with? Who are some of the old-time coaches who've been around once or twice? He brought on Jack Gugemas, who was a long-time Aurora head coach, was the AD at Waverly for several years. Gary DeBoer, who's been down here before with Lawrence Nelson. He's won 2 or 3 titles, been down here several times. You've got DeBoer running his offense. He's got Gugemas on his staff. They're just, well, they're helping out. They're doing it part-time. They just love coaching football, love helping the kids. What a great way to put together a staff.
Absolutely, seasoned, successful, winning coaches, and that's. And if you're gonna have a staff, as Coach Devaney and Coach Osborne used to tell you, Damon, surround yourself with good people, with solid people. That's what he has done. It's a great way to go, and lends to the great deal of success that they've had.
You talk about taking on a persona of your head coach. For folks that know Coach Yonk, he's got this quiet confidence. You can see his team starting to exude what the kids call swag.
Right.
Very, very confident in their task.
Third down. The give to McNary inside the 5. That will be very close to a first down. He needed about
left foot. That's a first down.
And they gave it to him. He did get the 3.5. He needed the 4. So first down and goal to go for the Cougars. You talked about Coach Yonk. He credits a lot of what he has learned in coaching. He said, even when I played at Nebraska, I knew I wanted to be a head coach. He sat back and paid attention to what went on.
Yeah, you know what I like about him is he's what I would call quiet cool. You know, he doesn't beat you up with it, but he's got this presence that's kind of calming.
McNary's been their go-to guy here.
Kept by Yonk. Yonk runs right into appeared to be Murray in there, and it was big number 74 with another tackle.
Daryl Murray getting all of his
on the edge.
Frame into there, 6'1", 215 pounds, good driving tackle to knock him down immediately. But McNary has been their go-to guy. I got to think next time we see this ball snap, they're going to him.
I'd come back with power G, run it to the left, pull the guard around, downhill and tight. It should be there.
So both of our analysts calling the same play. One to McNary, the power G to McNary. Let's see what they do.
Toss.
McNary can't get the corner.
It's too wide. They got to get down. You got to get downhill. They did pull the backside guard, but he couldn't get there. He got picked off.
Yeah, but watch the play that Preston Price makes right here.
Can't let guys play across your face.
Yeah. Right. Terrific work right there.
This is how you teach. This is how you teach D-line. offensive line's neck got down. He got flat down the line of scrimmage and ran that play down. That's well done.
So 3rd down and goal. 1 minute to go here in this 3rd quarter of play. Gross with the ball. Cougars down by 1. 3rd and goal from the 3. Give to Vigneri. Vigneri pounds it up inside and got it for the touchdown.
It's lifting weights right there.
You knew that Vigneri would be the guy. He had to be. That guy's slippery. He's tough to bring down.
Go for 2 here.
And Coach Young called it right away. Kept his team out there. They're going for 2.
You know, the general rule of thumb is you go for 2 when you have to. You don't want to leave points on the field, but I think he feels his team is hot. He's in a little bit of a rhythm calling plays. They're in a groove. I think he wants to stay with that momentum. You'd like to see if you could get Norris to burn a timeout here. The substitution seems to be a little frantic. And they'd be down to 1 in a 1-score game. Norris got to bow their neck here.
2-point conversion, the 2-point try, and a timeout called. 2nd one in this series by Coach Young.
Well, I tell you what, that might come back to haunt you.
Until he did not want to take it there.
But even when he's talking to his players, look at his composure, though. He's just not he's just not a real excitable guy. I'm telling you, that's that quiet cool. You're going to go home and you're going to use that term.
Quiet cool.
Quiet cool.
That's right. Well, his former coach, we are excited to have coming up this week. Mark your calendars for next Tuesday, November 27th, as retiring Nebraska athletic director and legendary Husker football coach Tom Osborne will be our guest on NET's Big Red Wrap-Up. Kevin, Adrian, Blake, they'll all recap Friday's Husker Hawkeye game. It's going to be held over in Iowa City, and then Coach Osborne will join the guys one last time before he retires on January 1st. This is one you don't want to miss. Final appearance of Tom Osborne on Big Red Wrap-Up. He's our guest next Tuesday night after the Thanksgiving holiday.
We've been fortunate over the years from time to time to have Tom on the show. Always a pleasure to talk to him. Always great insight with respect to what's going on, not only with football, but other things beyond that, and really looking forward to that show.
Running to the line, the quick toss to Vigneri, got a hole in there for 2.
Boy, I tell you what, that was outstanding. You talk about getting formationed to death.
Right. Well, simply put, right there is just get the ball out to Vigneri, but give him enough time to look where he needs to go. Find that crease, find that seam. He's a pretty incredible runner. I hadn't seen him play until tonight.
Watch this, quick to the line.
Quick snap, couldn't get lined up. Look at the spacing and splits.
He's just looking here, and there's a nice hole right there.
Vigneri in there for 2, and an important 2-point conversion. This was the touchdown run.
You might have been able to score on that one, LP.
Oh, no, keep carried away.
No, not LP as in Lawrence Phillips. I mean, LP as in Larry Putney. Come on now.
That's right.
That was well executed. Body on a body.
14-7, an important 2-point conversion for Gross. Get out of the field to Sean Callahan.
As over the offseason, this Gross coaching staff learned some things at the Northwest Missouri State Coaches Clinic. They put in a couple different looks that they're running this year. In fact, the Wildcat look was something they didn't even add until the Crete game, and that was a big turning point in Gross's season. Crete had them on the ropes and almost had them beat, but they had a huge goal line stand in that game to beat Crete, and that really propelled their season to where they're at here at this point today.
Reverse on the kickoff to Trey Hare, and Hare out past the 25, the 28-yard line, and that's where the Titan offense takes over. Starts a drive to try to even this game with just 39 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter of play. I believe, correct, that was 2 possessions in that 3rd quarter. This is starting in the 3rd possession. These 2 teams keeping it on the ground and a running clock. Give to Kruger. Kruger a gain of about 3 defensively. Nice stop by Zimmerer.
There'll be no panic.
Where is Kruger at rushing wise?
Kruger on the night, 80 yards rushing
for 80.
Good.
That would be 18 carries now for 83 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Hey, as Norris breaks the huddle there in the Maryland line.
Right. Cougars got it. Out past the 30 to the 33.
That puts him within, what, 24 of the record?
And the clock ticks down, and we are at the end of 3. Great ball game here in Class B. The Cougars on top of the Titans, thanks to that touchdown by McNary, 14-7.
America's export of soybeans helps the U.S. maintain a positive agricultural trade balance. Nebraska contributes half of its soybeans for export. The protein and oil content in soybeans enhance the growing demand for higher protein diets. The Nebraska Soybean Board promotes research to develop new soybean varieties with higher protein and oil content for major agricultural markets. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Back at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, Class B state championship game, and we asked you a trivia question just a few moments ago. NSAA championship trivia: who holds the Class B playoff record? Brian Gibson of McCook, 92 yards versus Sydney back in 1994. Scott Hawthorne of Citrus City knew the answer, and Scott will be sending you that NET t-shirt and mug, being the first to answer our Class B trivia question.
1994, you're just able to legally vote.
Right.
There the numbers, pretty even all the way across, except for that turnover side. That big 3 still looms right there, but again, it's
very even.
3 turnovers in a game that really hasn't gotten away from anybody.
3rd down and 5 to start the 4th quarter of play. 33-yard line. Dropping back to pass. Great pitch and catch, and pushed out of bounds. A catch by Josh Gutzmer for a first down.
Well chosen play. Gross looking for something else other than that. Protection very good. Good grab of the hands right there by Josh Gutzmer.
12-yard gain by Gutzmer on the play.
Didn't catch many balls this year, Larry, but ones he did are very significant.
7 catches now on the year.
2 touchdowns out of those 7 catches.
46-yard line. The give once again goes to Kruger. Not much in the middle. You know, you say not much, he runs into the pile when you look up and it's 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, he's constantly falling.
He moves that thing another yard or 2 every time he runs it.
3 yards on the gain, and it brings up 2nd down and 7. Reitz keeps it himself. Cuts it back inside, breaks 1 tackle, spins off another, and plows his way for a first down at the 43-yard line.
Physical run right there. They had it walled off. You know, Gross set the edge, forced him to turn it back inside. Gross has even got a cutback defender right there. Access denied. Jacob Johnson. Come in and bring your hands, Jacob.
Nicky on the turning the play in. Zach Nicky, wonderful work. Don't let anything get outside it. He didn't. He kept Reitz contained.
Give to Kruger. Kruger pounding inside, just picking his way 3-4 yards at a time down to the 38-yard line.
Like you said, Larry,
that's staying on schedule. That doesn't look like much, and they know this. This is who they are. This is what they've always done. Grind, grind, grind. Whistle blows, snap it again. Manageable.
did not look like much, and here we are, 2nd and 5.
It's those 5 guys right there, and we call those guys are the horses.
Once again, just driving forward, and that second effort may have gotten him a first down.
And
I think it did. I think it really did. And you know, you talked about the guys up front, tailored the shot. Jordan Veets, Mulholland back in there. He's been in there for quite a while now after getting dinged a little bit. Terrell Murphy and Jared Leesmeyer all getting the job done.
Yeah, those aren't quarter horses we're talking about. Those are good old-fashioned Clydesdales.
They're all seniors and they're all good-sized young men.
3rd down and 1. Reitz will keep it himself. Goes over the right side, right behind Murray and Mulholland. Leesmeyer on that right side.
McNary plugging the gap over on that left side. Basically really anticipated pretty well that Reitz was going to come his way, but Reitz able somehow to wiggle through, pick up the first down, and keep the drive going.
I'll tell you, Derek Tosta in there on the stop, he comes from some good genes. I believe that's probably John's son.
Right.
Good athletic genes.
First down and 10, ball at the 32. Cougar again.
Remember, once upon a time, Gross, they're in Class A. I remember we played them, I believe it was my senior year, and they had a combination known as Joe Rosgay and Chad Myers. And Myers ended up going to Creighton to play baseball.
Oh, sure.
Those guys could throw it around the yard. Rosgay would have been playing with him in the Shrine Bowl. Pretty good history at Ramon Gross.
Just pushing that pile forward. Look at those offensive linemen with the help of Kruger just pounding it inside.
Jordan Veets. Give him I think he gets a couple yards on the play, right?
I tell you what.
A couple of rushing yards. Jordan Veets. Watch 72 is going to come back around. Right there.
Gross. You see why he leads them in sacks. 74 for Gross. Honestly, plays hard. Doesn't take any snaps off. He's made a living in Norris's backfield. He's just going to find a way to get home and close the deal.
3rd down and 4. Kruger's got it, and a flag on the play.
So that's what gets you off schedule. That is costly.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Big difference in this offense from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8.
That play had the picture of going for a first down, too. But that will not be. It's going to go the other way and create a 3rd and about 9.
Back in there now at center is Jacob Bornschlegel. Bornschlegel along with Murray, Leesmeyer on the right side, Veets here. No shot on the left in the shotgun. Kruger behind him will roll to his left. Kruger picks up the blitzer. Nice catch at about the 25, but not enough for a first. That'll bring up 4th down.
Long 4 yards, and he nice catch. Try to get it upfield, try to head upfield. His momentum took him a little bit back, but you got to try to control that.
This
back
one,
upfield.
You want to put the ball where he's able to run after the catch. A little behind him. He was playing peekaboo over his left shoulder to see where the traffic was coming from. Forced him to be that guy. We call him 2 times, where it takes you twice to pull it in.
4th down and 4 here in the 4th quarter.
Same play this side.
Ticking near 7 minutes, down by 7. They go up top, and Floodman just off his fingertips.
Tough game, tough duty. It would be a tough win. Floodman just not able to catch up to that pass. He's disappointed in himself. It'd been a tough catch.
Yep. So a good drive put together by the Titans. Comes up short. They turn it over on downs. 14-7, Cougars on top. 7:02 to go here in this 4th quarter. And now that Gross offense will try to play keep away. Yonk and Vigneri. Vigneri, the direct snap.
in the Wildcat, gain of about 2. Good defensive play by Tony Manelli.
So to make sure at this point now, as you said, Larry, clock, the issue, and also ball security, the issue, although they've been able to handle the football pretty well tonight.
We're heading toward a terrific finish here, guys. 6:30 to go.
You want to get this thing to about the 4-minute mark if you're Gross, so you can get into what you call your 4-minute offense.
Back to passes Yonk. Yonk under pressure.
Look at his poise.
Across the field and finds the open receiver. Great catch. And enough for a first down.
He scrambles to make plays. He's got his head up constantly. He never gives you the appearance that he's got it, that he doesn't have it under control. Look at him, head up, by myself sometimes, square my shoulders. Good mechanics.
A good job by the receiver, Joe Caden, to find an open area for him to throw the ball to and pick up that first down.
Gain of 12 on the catch by Kanan. First down, direct snap again, Vigneri.
I tell you, if you're Norris, nothing says conservative for Gross like coming out and running play action with 6 minutes to go in the game and a 7-point lead. They run a big boy offense. Fairly unpredictable, and they got a lot of weapons. He calls the game with confidence. They're not playing not to lose. They're being aggressive. A lot of game left.
5.5 of it. 14-7. Good on to Sean on the sideline.
Guys, one thing you got to wonder is some of these Norris guys are two-way players, and you got to wonder if fatigue's starting to settle in there. Guys like Jackson Reitz, who have been out there every single play for these physical drives Gross has put together here on offense.
I'm going to tell you, not to backpat here, but you see what Gross is trying to do with the tight end trade. They're dictating strength, and it's good old-fashioned split zone. That is a nightmare for linebackers. You see split flow, you're slow to go, and all of a sudden 2-1 is in your kitchen.
And then you also saw Kyle Kutzel on the blocking, just straight up the field, allowed that first down to happen and maintain momentum and control of this game.
From the 48, the toss outside to Vigneri. Vigneri pulled down by Brady Johnson.
I was having flashbacks. You see that split zone like that. That's tough to stop.
Great job by Johnson there to just move off the block. Checking himself for a little bit of a ding. He's okay.
Play clock down to 5 seconds, 4:18 and ticking off. A snap with 2 on the clock, using every bit of it as Vigneri spins out of a tackle, falls forward for a gain of 7.
See, right now at this stage of the game, as a 180-pounder Vigneri, he feels about 200 pounds. He's been falling forward all night. He's just leaning on you and pounding on you and pounding on you. And much like the Kruger effect, now we see just the opposite for McNary, as now all of a sudden he reaches his, he's got 23 for 193.
24 for 100 after that carry.
Just hitting the century mark.
Third down and 4. Young.
Oh, you want to see him deal. That formation has been good to them.
Wrapped up in the backfield by Preston Price, and that will bring up a 4th down.
That's one he wishes he had back. Look at him deal out here. Nobody on the pitch guy. Got the good kick out block. Trey Carr is going to have to make a play out there on the edge on McNary, one-on-one.
Price getting off that block, however. Excellent work up front there.
Punt team onto the field. Punt team swaps out quickly, and to kick it away is Max Connor. Connor, high kick into the air. Everybody's waved away, rolls inside the 10, inside the 5, and in the end zone it goes. Nearly made the play and downed it at the 1.
Had an opportunity to put it there. Could not maintain enough body control to keep it in play.
Come out to the 20-yard line. And
oh, boy.
Norris,
Watch this here.
Swap it out of bounds. Just
knock
swap
it back.
Yep.
Soccer, I think. Yeah. Young game with the old, are you kidding me? But still, he's just unfazed. His expression doesn't change.
So 2:39 to go. And a timeout called by the Titans.
I think it's officially safe to say that Norris is going to have to get out of their comfort zone.
Well, they've tried a little bit of that already in terms of getting out of that Maryland line. We've seen a little more variation here in the second half with the passing plays and then splitting out a couple of people. But now's the time. Yeah, you're 80 yards away with 2:39 left in the ball game, and if you're going to make a move, well, make a move.
Well, folks, we'd love to hear from you and hear what you think about our coverage of the State High School Football Championships. Just send us an email. Let us know how we've done on our coverage. We certainly value your viewership here on NET across the entire state. So send us an email. Let us know how we're doing. Write to sports@netnebraska.org. Thanks for watching the High School Football Championships over the last couple of days on NET. Send us an email. Let us know what you think. Bring this to you on NET, NET HD, and also online because we are Nebraska's home for sports. Also a great opportunity to order your DVD of these championship games. Preserve these high school memories for a lifetime by calling us at 800-868-1868 or order online. First down and 10.
Ask for Jim Carmichael. He'll be happy to take your call.
That's it. Going to the outside. Completion to Andrew Helmick. Helmick with a first down.
Just a couple of catches this year. Big catch right there to move his team out of the shadow of the goalpost and upfield to the 20-yard line. Check that. 26-yard line, 27-yard line.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun. Reitz looking for a first down, and Reitz will be hit in the backfield. He falls forward back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. That'll bring up third down and 3.
Well, that Norris, the Gross defense team is really charged right now. They can taste it, they can feel it, they know they can get it.
I am really impressed with Patagny and Arneson. Those two hammers inside playing the D tackles have been men.
Third down, and they'll call it 4. Loss of a yard in the last play. Reitz rolls to his left under some pressure, throws downfield, has a man out there, and just over the outstretched arms of Trey Hare.
So that's the guy I think has got to get some touches. We referenced him early in the game. He's their best defensive back. I think he's their most dangerous vertical threat too. They just haven't found a way to get him the football. He just looks explosive getting in and out of his breaks.
So big moment here inside of 2 minutes. 4th down and 4. Titans with the ball, down by 7 in the 4th. Reitz drops back out of the flat, got his man and a first down.
Great job in running that route that time.
Floodman with the catch.
A.J. Floodman knew where he had to go.
Got to understand down and distance right there.
And he did.
You don't really want to understand. You don't really want to give up the big play, but you don't want to concede first downs either. Quick to get out of there in that bail technique.
He knew where that stick was, and he knew he'd get 2 steps past that stick, make the grab, first down, keep it on the move.
Roll to your right, goes downfield, tipped at the last minute. Great defensive play as Jake Johnson into the air. He's got 6 interceptions on the year. Must have been looking for 7.
Talked about him.
Thinking about it.
Be careful with this guy. Look at him playing out of the quarters. It's a too high look for Gross, so everybody's got a 4th. That's an easy pick. That's easy reading for him. He's got no other deep threat to get him out of his zone.
6 foot tall, 170 pounds, able to get up in the air very well. Did Jacob Johnson.
1:31 to go. 2nd down and 10. Rolling to his right. Just misfires. That'll bring up 3rd long. The intended receiver is Helmick.
Norris getting Reitz out on the run, giving him, if not an opportunity to throw it, then run it. He had a receiver there, but just not able to connect on the play. Creates a long third down now, but we're down into the tough time here right now.
Titans thinking it just takes one play. One play. Helmet brings it in. 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 33-yard line. Down by 7.
Flood or Carr here? Flood or Carr? It's your best bet.
Reitz across the middle, right through the hands of A.J. Floodman. A little bit of heat on that fastball from Jackson Reitz.
That's what makes him the great baseball prospect that he is.
That's right.
A little spike on the pass right there. It all comes down to this.
Fourth down and 10.
Take your time here. Get the best offensive play call that you have. You still can only go one play at a time.
Bertagni getting the crowd up.
Execute this one.
They are motivated. The chance of defense from the Gross crowd.
Too high shell by Gross.
4th down and 10. Must convert for the Titans. Reitz looks downfield. Fires across. Got it at the 42, but he's going to come up short.
If only he could have waited just a little bit longer to let that play develop on the crossing route and hit his receiver across the field, Byron Hood. It might have gone. I'm not saying it would have gone, but it might have gone. But to complete the pass, you'll see here that he's in close traffic right here.
He had Trey Hare wide open outside the numbers. It's one he'd like to have back. He was standing by his lonesome.
Well, they pick up 8 on the 4th and 10, turn it over on downs, and now the Cougars with an opportunity to run out the clock. The give to McNary.
Well, he is a working man.
Quick timeout will not be called. They have 1 timeout left to the Titans.
He carries himself. He's that guy that we call a dude. You know, that you have to find him on the football field because you know that he's going to play harder, longer than you will. He's done it on defense. He's done it on offense.
He's got a battery, Damon, that just will not quit.
Yep. So timeout is called by Jim Jacobson after that's about 5 tick off, down to 57 seconds. If we do the math, we snap this one. Titans cannot stop it again. Omaha Gross in a position of very close to being able to just run out the clock.
And it's funny how some games don't play out like you think they will. This one kind of did. We thought that, you know, the first 1 to 10 had a chance to win it. There wouldn't be very many points to be had.
Right.
And it was going to boil down to execution. And if you're Norris right now, you're thinking, man, you know what? There's a reason. There's only 1 football out there on the field. We just got to take better care of it than they did tonight.
7 of 12 opponents this year. Gross has limited them to 7 points or less with 3 shutouts.
This defense is hot.
And they are in victory formation. We will down it.
And the touchdown that they gave up was debatable.
You're right. So
a gauntlet of a schedule. They had Scott twice. They beat Crete. I mean, they played the who's who. We see these guys in 7-on-7 during the course of the summer. They zero in on their craft. They're good at what they do. They play with good discipline. They have established their identity.
1 more on 3rd and 7. Touch of the knee, and that will do it. As the time ticks off, there's not much the Titans can do, and the Gross Cougars win the state championship in 2012. First ever for the Cougars.
You just never know. I mean, we're talking about a play at the end of a game where you want to play it safe to get to overtime. You squib the football.
Right.
They house it, and now they're hoisting a Class B state trophy. It's why you play until the clock says 0.
Yeah, both of these teams came in knowing that history was going to be made tonight. And again, as we said earlier, one goes home happy, one goes home sad. Both teams played very, very tough football. I'm surprised, as we talked about earlier in the show, that Norris giving the ball away 3 times and still just being in the game. So credit them for that and hanging in there tough and playing their hearts out, as did the Gross Cougars. Well done, both teams, as they make their way across the field, congratulating everybody.
They do a good job going through new leadership, got a new principal in the building. They kind of just stay quiet, they're their own little community sometimes out there on the south side of themselves.
Right.
They do a real good job.
So congratulations to the Gross Cougars taking home the school's first ever state football championship. They win it over the Norris Titans 14-7. Medals and trophies coming up next.
What inspired me to pursue a career in technology was the fact that I have kids. We need the internet. They wouldn't be able to do any of their research without it. It's really important for our children to think science and technology is important. I believe that all kids should look towards technology because that's where the world is going. Get involved in all of the science activities because all of that experience can lead you a long way.
To find out what you can do to inspire a young person, visit connectamillionminds.com.
I know he's not talking yet, but I know what he wants.
Do you think she should be walking by now?
Oh, he'll grow out of it, won't he?
Delays in development can be tricky to spot, especially when you are so close to the ones you love. If you have concerns or just have questions about your child's development, the Early Development Network is here to help. The sooner you call, the sooner you can make a difference for your child. Call your local district or toll free for a free evaluation.
My senior year in high school, I was wrestling and sustained a concussion.
It was really hard on all of us as a family. It doesn't have to be a major blow to the head to cause damage.
From deciding to sit out, I really believe that I recovered almost completely. It was a hard decision to sit out, but my doctor told me I would have brain damage later on if I risked wrestling. A high school sport wasn't worth risking brain damage to me.
NET Sports coverage of the 2012 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, applauding the dedication, teamwork, and sportsmanship of Nebraska's high school athletes. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nebraskasoybeans.org. By Time Warner Cable, inspiring young people to build the skills they need in science, technology, engineering, and math to become the problem solvers of tomorrow. And by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services, reminding you that a concussion is a brain injury. For information, go to dhhs.ne.gov/concussions. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska. Our final state championship game is now in the books, and it's the Omaha Gross Catholic Cougars winning the school's first ever state championship 14-7 over the Norris Titans. Time now for the trophy and medal presentation, and for that we head to Doc Reiniger.
Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. The award presentations will be made by NSAA board member Wendy Hendricks from Lincoln East, NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green, and U.S. Bank Representative Jennifer Hess. Here are the awards for Class B runner-up, Norris High School. Well, head coach Jim Jacobson and your assistants, please present the silver medals to the members of your team. Players, as your name is called, receive the medal. 1, Jackson Reed. Number 2, A.J. Floodman. Number 3, Trey Hare. Number 5, C.J. Adamson. Number 6, Cobb Doctor. Number 7, Jordan Damkroger. Number 8, Michael Johnson. Number 9, Jared Tetrick. Number 10, Nick Sullivan. Number 11, Brighton Bell. Number 12, Byron Hood. Number 13, Brandon Leonard. Number 14, Brady Johnson. Number 16, Alex Tim. Number 17, Alex Huerman. Number 18, Grant Albert. Number 19, Austin German. Number 20, James Kruger. Number 21, Nolan Graham. Number 22, Blaze Eason. Number 23, Riley Kentfield. Number 24, Hayden Holacek. Number 25, Dylan Duffield. Number 26, Evan Fisbeck. Number 27, Ryan Hurd. Number 28, James Preston. Number 29, Aaron Doctor. Number 30, Garrett Pelley. Number 31, Kyler Urbanovsky. Number 32, Jack Clark. Number 34, Riley Levy. Number 41, Jason Hull. Number 42, Quentin Wells. Number 44, Nick Davis. Number 45, Greg Larson. Number 46, Kyle Killian. Number 50, Jacob Hornschlegel. Number 51, Damian Thompson. Number 52, Taylor Duskin. Number 54, Matt Fisher. Number 55, Cody Brucey. Number 57, Luke Monholland. Number 60, Patrick Mulligan. Number 62, Dylan Worth. Number 63, Jared Anderson. Number 65, Riley Hunter. Number 67, Christian Shanahan. Number 69, Jared Liesemeyer. Number 70, A.J. Cook. Number 72, Jordan Bees. Number 73, Jesse Doctor. Number 74, Terrell Murray. Number 75, Tony Manelli. Number 76, Owen Nutter. Number 78, John Janicek. Number 79, Jacob Bree. Number 80, Nolan Glow. Number 81, Dakota Anderson. Number 82, Preston Price. Number 83, Ryan Bellinghausen. Number 85, Andrew Helming. Number 87, Josh Gutzmer. Number 88, Spencer Dorr. Number 89, Fabian Beitler. And now, here's the 2012 Class B runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Norris High School.
Well, congratulations to the Titans on an outstanding season, making it here for the first time since 1979 when they won a state championship. So for them, it has been better than 30 years since making the state title, and a terrific 10-3 season. Made it here by knocking off McCook and Seward and Gretna and winning the state championship, dropping a close one, 14-7. Now time to honor our state champions, the Omaha Gross Cougars, finishing 12-1. For that, we go to Doc Weiniger.
And now to the champions from Omaha Gross Catholic High School. First, head coach Tim Young. We have a special award for you. And now, coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 2, Connor Clark. Number 3, Max Connor. Number 4, Matt Purdy. Number 5, Jeff Pospischal. Number 6, Jacob Johnson. Number 7, Matthew Sullivan. Number 8, Cameron Larson. Number 9, Derek Dostal. Number 10, Nick Targi. Number 11, Garwich Lamb. Number 12, Zach Young. Number 14, Cole Eggermeyer. Number 15, Jason Reed. Number 16, Shane Ball. Number 17, Ted Wilwarding. Number 18, Nolan Forrell. Number 19, Brian Bomacher. Number 20, Nate Zimmer. Number 21, Anthony Vigneri. Number 22, Zach Nicky. Number 23, Donnie Vasek. Number 24, Stephen Fred. Number 25, Matthew Jesus. Number 26, Jacob Herron. Number 27, Jake Atkins. Number 28, Jacob McElligott. Number 29, Frank Wilwarding. Number 30, Tony Sacco. Number 31, Luke Williams. Number 32, Michael Koenig. Number 33, Roman Andrews. Number 34, Tyler Koraleski. Number 35, Jake Mitzlaff. Number 36, Colin Wise. Number 37, Tony Puffleton. Number 38, Nate Teitler. Number 39, Mackenzie Matillier. Number 40, Will Keenan. Number 41, Hunter Sidzik. Number 42, James Farnett. Number 44, Joe Keenan. Number 45, A.J. Sokolowski. Number 46, Zach Gupta. Number 47, Matt Lewis. Number 49, Caleb Cornett. Number 51, Chad Bertagni. Number 52, Pete Lundak. Number 54, Hefty Pena. Number 55, Christian Dostal. Number 59, Andrew Burke O'Kane. Number 59, Eric Mixon. Number 60, Kyle Kunsel. Number 62, Devin Knobloch. Number 63, Ryan Kosel. Number 64, Zach Becklin. Number 66, Tony Sampagnaro. Number 67, Christian Bertagni. Number 68, Nick Pulte. Number 69, Charles Young. Number 72, Guillermo Chavez. Number 73, Trevor Peterson. Number 74, Noah Arneson. Number 76, Louis Forrell. Number 77, McKinley Zuha. Number 78, Dominic Hessel. Number 79, Doug Graves. Number 80, Nate Sirkovich. Number 81, Vince Rice. Number 82, Noah Manslaw. Number 83, Andrew McElmeal. Number 84, Nick Hulskamp. Number 85, Connor Trauzy. Number 86, Daniel James. Number 87, Jacob Kuzmarek. Number 88, Trevor Nollet. Number 89, Joe McCoy. And now, for these outstanding athletes in their school, here's the 2012 Class B State Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Omaha Gross Catholic High School.
And congratulations to Omaha Gross Catholic, the Cougars winning the school's first ever state championship. And guys, what a great feeling that must be, not only for those players, but for Coach Yonk, who's put in so much time in his 13th year as a head coach. He was at Logan View for 6 years, came back to be at Omaha Gross, leading this team to a state title. Very rewarding.
I tell you, I got a lot of appreciation and respect for how he goes about doing his business. I get a chance during the summer to watch these guys up close and how much attention they pay to detail and what he demands of his kids, and then in turn what they're willing to do for him. And it started and ended tonight with number 21, Anthony Veneri, and I think he just epitomizes what Coach Yonk is all about.
You know, it was such a pleasure for me to sit here a few moments ago and watch those kids, both teams, but especially the champions, the smiles on their face, the way they're feeling inside, just incredible feeling that you get when you win any kind of championship. It was just a great sight to see. So congratulations again to the football team.
Well, Sean's with some state champs down in the field.
With Tim Yonk, the head coach at Gross. Coach, a lot of great Gross teams have gone here through the past, but this is the school's first state championship. How does this moment feel here as you stand here at Memorial Stadium?
Well, it's pretty surreal. You know, we've had a lot of really good teams at Gross. We've had great teams in the 7 years that I've been there that probably deserve to be down here. And you got to be a little lucky sometimes. And you know, so I'm so proud of our kids and their effort. I'm proud of our community. I'm so happy for our community because our whole Gross Catholic community has really lived this through us.
You know, Coach, 4 years ago, you said that you thought this group maybe had what it take to win a state championship. Why did you say that, and what did you see in these guys when they were freshmen?
Well, we had a lot of really good players, but I, you know, the one thing I always look at is, you know, what kind of work ethic do they have? Do we have all the pieces in place in terms of linemen and skill guys? And we had that, and I felt like, you know, if we continued to develop them through their next 3 or 4 years, especially the senior and junior group, that we were going to be able to do something special. And you know, and here we are. What's it mean to have your son out here as the quarterback, bringing Gross that first state championship? Well, it's pretty special. I mean, you can't explain it unless you're doing it. You know, but I'm so proud of him and you know, the work that he's put in to make himself the player that he is, and the person that he is. I'm awful proud to say that I'm his dad. Hey, Coach, congratulations. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Guys, let's bring in a couple of these stars here from Gross. I'm with Anthony Vigneri and Zach Yonk, that quarterback here. You heard your dad. I mean, what's it like for you? I mean, you've grown up going to a lot of Gross games. Your dad was a coach here in the early 90s, so you grew up around the program. What was it like for you to take Gross out here to the state championship with your dad as the head coach?
I just thought it was awesome, seeing all the work he puts in off the field that not all these guys see. Just winning that for him is something I can't explain, really.
What about this group of guys? I mean, you guys had a really tight senior class of guys that kind of worked their way through the program to get to this point here tonight.
Yeah, we put in work since we were in 8th grade. We had this dream because we won league championship as a Little League. And then ever since then, we've just had that aspiration, and that's kind of been our goal, to work harder every day to get here.
Hey, Zach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, let's talk to the star running back here for the Cougars now, Anthony Vigneri. You got a couple of those key plays tonight for Gross. What did you see out there, and how big were some of those plays you were able to, the two-point conversion particularly?
There was a big hole, and obviously I saw it, so I took it, and it just happened that way. I can't really explain it.
What does this mean? You guys kind of this season, no one really picked Gross to be in this game tonight, and you guys kind of came together. That Crete game was the turning point, I think, and from that point on, this team really turned the corner, and you're here in Memorial Stadium hoisting that trophy.
Yes, sir. Everyone had us. They didn't have us picked, but we just proved people wrong. I think it was more motivation for us to prove everyone else wrong that didn't believe in us.
Now you're a junior. We're going to see you back in this game next year?
Hopefully.
Hey, congratulations, Anthony. Go celebrate their teammates.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
All right, thanks very much, Sean. Excited group of guys.
Larry, there was something said by Zach Yonk there that kind of tripped my ear right there. He said 6th and 7th grade. I mean, that's how far this thing drops down now. We heard that the same situation, Millard North. They go early and young, and they develop these kids, and they work. And I love to hear that. I mean, I love to see young kids with a purpose and some sort of function. Damon, you've coached high school kids. You know what I'm talking about. But it's good to see that. It's good to see kids have a purpose other than electronics most of the day.
And I got to tell you, it's the key. And it will be the one underlying core that is common with all these folks that are winning state championships and making deep runs into the playoffs. They get to the young folks in the community that are going to be in their program at a young age, and they pour into them, and then the kids buy in. And then by the time they get to be of age where they realize they got an opportunity for success and to seize the day, they're ready to go.
Absolutely. We haven't talked about this yet tonight, but we have a Gross graduate on the broadcast tonight. Sean Callahan. Look at this guy.
Oh, look at there.
A young Sean Callahan in his Gross uniform. So I would imagine, Sean, another proud grad to see the first state title in school history.
Let me tell you, that jersey didn't get very dirty that year. I'll put it that way. It's still in perfect mint condition in my closet at home.
I like those big boy pads you had on there, Sean.
Yeah, I had to take the pads they gave me. When you're at the bottom of the depth chart, you just take the pads the coach gives you.
Good looking stuff.
Coach Yonk, though, he's a guy that I knew since my freshman year in high school, and he's one of those guys. He came from Nebraska. He brought that winning attitude to Gross, and I remember when he went to Hooper Loganview, he left Gross for a while, and then he came back when the head coach job opened up. But he told me at that time, when that Gross job, if it ever opened up, he would come back here in a heartbeat, and he would try to win us that first state championship. And it's a special moment to see that because, Gross's enrollment is one of the smaller ones in Class B. So for them to win a championship with an enrollment of around 400 kids when they're competing against schools with 1,000 kids, it tells you just the coaching and the efforts that some of these kids put in here tonight.
Great point, Sean. Thanks very much, and congratulations to the entire Gross Catholic family picking up that first ever. The first one's always the special one.
Indeed it is, Larry. And I tell you what, they've laid a foundation for next year, too. Vigneri in particular, this young man, a junior, playing so well here tonight, and he'll play well again as they go into it next fall.
Well, I want to say congratulations to Gross, but also a job well done. Outstanding job to our entire NET Sports production crew. These are folks that are here bright and early in the morning, every morning, setting up the cameras, running the cables, striking. They're gonna be here late tonight striking. They've got although I'm a bowler, that's one thing I don't partake in is this kind of striking of the set when they tear everything down. So great job to the entire NET Sports production crew, not just this weekend, but look what they did last week out at Grand Island, taking the truck out there, setting up the cameras to be able to bring you state high school football and volleyball action across the entire state. So congratulations and a job well done to the entire NET Sports production crew. Guys, we had a terrific couple of days, 6 state champions crowned. We ended with a first ever for Gross and a special finish. So once again, our final score in Class B, it's the Cougars winning their first ever 14-7 over the Titans. So one last time for Adrian Fiala, for Damon Benning, for Sean Callahan, for all the guys who joined us this weekend, Brandon Axelman, John Bishop, Matt Davison, Blake Lawrence, I'm Larry Putney, and for our entire sports production crew, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next year on NET Sports.